We're here today going over our part 2. Oh my goodness. Of this whole boondoggle that we were discussing yesterday. My energy, you know what? We're coming on late because I really had to push myself into a state of mind. Let's see. To cover this because all right. Nonetheless, so Princella the Queenmaker is being exposed by her ex. Her ex is telling these stories, but to me, I think the biggest expose is the way in which this is being handled. There's a lot of self-love lessons coming up here, and I want you all to just pay attention. Just pay attention. Hey, welcome in everybody. I am getting ready to just get my thumbnails and stuff together, and then oh, Natalie thinks I look beautiful. Thanks. I decided to do a smoky eye to just make my piercing gaze more intense because I had to force myself to come out to make this video. Andrea is saying, and it backfired. I'm not really sure what you're talking about. I don't think anything really backfires. I think that life just is what it is, and what happens, happens, and it's up to us to decipher. Because who's telling the truth? Both of them are telling a version of the truth as they see it. However, us from the outside, we have to make the decision for ourselves and the standards that are all right for our lives. And so that's where I'm at with that. Let me get my thumbnail together. How is everyone doing? Because the I listen. I actually got into a back and forth with a dude online where he's like, why didn't I cover this sooner? And I'm like, listen, I'm successful and I am successful off of YouTube. It's like, come on. How much time are we supposed to have to be able to cover every story that comes out? It's unbelievable. So nobody who's truly successful can spend all of their time covering everything. You just can't. You just can't. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Your comments aren't on the screen. My bad. They're on there now. We can't. And I had dress rehearsals today. Oh, hold on. My hold on, hold on, hold on. Testing, testing. I don't know why my captions are not up. Why are the captions not up? It's supposed to be up. Let's see. Let me make sure here we go. Here we go. There we go. So now the caption should be up. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, exactly. But you know what the thing about it is, the thing that I'm learning, I see Nikki is saying the entitlement of it all. The thing that I'm learning is that these people that we're interacting with online are just regular people. These are not philosophers. These are not people who are in some great mental space. These are just regular people. And I feel sorry for some of the people online. Honestly, I do. Honestly, I do. Mel is saying, do you regret having her on your show? Like I said, lives. And lives, and there's no such thing as mistakes. You know what I mean? It is what it is. We're gonna show ads every 15 minutes on the live, I think that that's enough time. So every 15 minutes, because I don't want you all to have a disrupted viewing experience. However, oh, there's an echo now. My bad. Hold on. How about now? The echo should be. How about now? It should be. The echo should be off now. Tell me if it is or not. All right. So I'm just putting up the thumbnail right now. We're not live on all of the platforms, but we're getting ready to get live right now. I've changed it, so I need you all to let me know now if it's still echoing, because there should not still be an echo at this point. All right, good. All right. All right. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get live on all platforms. Let me get myself together. Let me get my energy up. Let me get, you know what? Let me put on some music and get my energy up, because I am, this topic, all of this just has my energy real low. And let me get my energy up, 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 up. Let me get this. I need to control my volume. All right, let's see. All right, here. I like this country song. All right, here. All right, come on, let's go, let's go.
I go straight from the bank, gassing up the tank, cranking up the radio, playing old Hank. It ain't that long.
Okay,
till
all
we're
right.
back at the farm.
Okay, I'm
all right. Pulling up the truck, down at the dock.
Okay.
Time to do some cruising, baby, get a little stuck. It's a Saturday joyride.
All right.
The East is the spot.
Okay.
We're on the boat, we're feeling fine. Drinking Tennessee whiskey, a big blue sky. We're going up, we're coming down. There's a party on the water, it's a hell of a time. We're on the boat, we're killing time. In our own honky tonk with a bottle of wine. We're going up, we're coming down. Cheers to feeling alright, it's a hell of a time. Yeah, we're chilling out here, ladies in the rear, feet in the water, top disappears, drinking Malibu Patron, or a beer in a cup.
All right.
We all get to dance, and I get to chancing, kissing that country girl romance.
All right.
A whole lot of love,
All right.
bumping out of the bar. Yeah, we're on a boat, we're feeling fine.
Okay.
Drinking Tennessee whiskey, a big blue sky. We're going up, we're coming down. Here's the feeling alright, it's a hell of a time. We're on a boat, we're killing time.
For those of you out there who are parents of young ones, ask your child to show you the sturdy. And if you could do the sturdy, listen. How many people out there have heard of the sturdy? If you have, throw up a 1. Welcome in, welcome. If you've heard of the sturdy, throw up a 1. If you have not, just put up a 0. Because I want you, if you could do the sturdy, I want you to go try it and then come back tomorrow and let me know how you're feeling. All right. Okay, I feel better. I see nobody putting up no 1s for the sturdy. Oh my goodness. Oh, I see some 1s coming up now. Okay. You know what? Put up a 2 if you could do the sturdy. If you're an adult and you could do the sturdy. Oh my Lord. I listen. They tried to get me to do the sturdy. I was like, okay, okay. So they were like, oh, you could do this. It's easy. And then I saw what it was. And I was like, no, nah, come on now. I was like, come on now. Stop this, stop this, stop this, stop this. I was like, okay. And I was like, you know what? Like, you come back and you let me know if you could do the sturdy when you 30. That's what I said. I said, let me know. You need 10-year-old knees to do the sturdy, not even 20, because I don't even know. I don't even know. So nonetheless, all right, let's go ahead. I feel more alive, more lively now. You know what? So listen, when we do our movement breaks, make sure that you get up and move, because it really is so important. It's so important. All right, so let us get this. Where's the picture that I had up? All right, there's the picture. All right. All right, so come on, let's go ahead. We're going to get live. I don't hear my song. Hold on. Hold on. Where's my song? Oh, there it is. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. We are live on Twitch. We're live on Twitter. We're live on Facebook. We're live on LinkedIn. And of course, we are live on YouTube, which is the main platform. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. I am your host, Tonya TKO. And as you see, we are right now, we are reacting to a video that has come to our attention. You all came to me and you all demanded that I talk about this story. This is a story called Escaping Princella. Today is part 2 because we went over part 1 yesterday, right? Hold on, I gotta get the volume of the music down just a little bit. Hold on, let me turn this down. Oh, I didn't even have to do anything. It just went off on its own. So I could have just left it. So listen.
Gentlemen, I've heard you talk.
No, I don't know how this thing just started playing whatever it wanted to. Which direction are we going in? Nope, that's not the right direction. There we go. That is not even the right thumbnail. But let's see. Because, you know, we can't. The picture, hold on. Unbelievable. Nonetheless, we're just going to pull up another picture. There we go. This is part 2. So welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Today, we're talking about this Escaping Princella story. I'm your host, Tonya TKO. I am a self-love specialist. My channel is a little bit different than other people's channels. You know how we talk about boundaries, expectation, and all of this other stuff? Let me tell you what the expectation is here for me tonight, right? The expectation is that as you listen to the story, you think about yourself. There are going to be some people that are going to be like, oh, she's naive. Oh, she's lying. Oh, she's this, she's that. That's not our concern. One of the things that I expect, your admission to this page, your fear, the fear that you need to pay to this page, is to look within for your self-love lesson. Whether you think she's lying, whether you think she's naive, whether you think she did not advocate for herself, whatever it is that you think about her, see how it relates to your life. Look within yourself, because at the end of the day, these women are going to go off and go live their lives. But if we are just using this as entertainment, when the entertainment is over, then we're looking for our next fix, and our life is still the same, maybe even worse after we finish. So, okay, Mona says she's here to dissect and reflect. Perfect. So that's one. The second thing that I expect is I expect for you all to speak to one another in the comments with care. Speak like you're talking to another human being. We've become so indecent on the internet nowadays that we attack people instead of the argument. If a person is making an argument that you don't agree with, attack their point. Don't attack them. We don't do name calling, and so we get to point 3. The third expectation I have of you on this channel is we don't use misogynistic slurs towards women on this page. We do not use slurs like BIWHO. We don't use those slurs towards women because if we are working on stepping outside of the patriarchy, why are we going to elicit patriarchal tools of oppression on women? Why are we going to attempt to use the words that men created to denigrate women, that women are now following along with, to denigrate women? So we don't call women thoughts and all that stuff. We don't call them that on my channel. If that's okay, if I have your agreement on that, go ahead and throw up the 5 for a high five, or you can put up the hand emoji. Let me know if you have my agreement on that. If I don't have your agreement on that, you can, and you plan on doing those things on my channel, just do it while I'm looking at the comments so I can go ahead and permanently remove you. This is a non-negotiable. You see, on the one hand, because like I said, I've been really viewing my commenters as people. There was a commenter that was talking about that video of that man who, remember the you know what I'm saying? You feel me? That one with the red balloon thing. She was like, I don't see nothing wrong with the way he handled himself talking to that girl. And I realized that her life behind the scenes must be a mess because her standard for what she thinks is okay behavior is a little questionable. So I realized that everybody got a different way of doing things. Is what you're doing creating the result, the peace that you want in your life? Is it? All right, we got the buy-ins. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into yesterday when we finished off with the video. We were about 59 minutes in.
Let me know.
All right, let's see. Where were we? Because we were.
Have you been teaching your child to wipe herself properly? My sons know how to get in the bathtub and take care of themselves. My sons have how to think that that's fair. I have is going to be doing her YouTube because she basically said, if you're not paying me money every month, I'm not talking to you.
Okay. So for those of you who do not know who Princella the Queenmaker is, you can look at part 1 because I showed some video of who it is that she is. Arniski is saying that long time no see. Oh, I've been here. Where have you been? You have to subscribe, or you can join the text notification squad to get a text whenever I go live because these platforms don't always let you know when I'm on. So this is why I have circumvented, instead of sitting around complaining, I created a way that you can always get a notification from me. And that's with the text notification squad. It's $1.99 plus fees a month, or $22 for the year plus fees. So let's get into this here.
So there's a lot that I'm skipping over, but because there was a lot that happened, but people who knew before we officially broke up. We broke up, I would say, end of January or somewhere in January. We broke up then.
Really?
Because we would get into it about the littlest thing. If I said this, she starts snapping on me, getting mad. All I did was, like, I got frustrated about we were late to the gala, and I was like, oh my God. And she was like, well, what do you want me to, like, she started yelling at me about it. Like, and then she would say, I triggered her by being emotional, and then she would get online and talk about me on her TikTok. Oh, I can't stand emotional people. When I'm just going through, like, she was like making fun of me. That video that everybody's using to match up, as in Priscilla breaking up with me video. No, That was Priscilla making fun of me video. That was Priscilla talking about my business, and I never brought it to the internet. I never spoke up for myself. She would get online and throw subliminal shades at me when she was mad at me. She cannot take a lot of stress, and that's what she kept saying. She literally cannot take a lot of stress. So she would get on her. She would do things like, I remember the first time we got in a real argument. She was at the bar drinking, and I was like, have you thought, we talked about therapy. I've been in therapy for 2 years, but she was like, oh, I don't believe in therapy. I healed myself. I'm healed myself. I know you're not healed at all. Not healed at all. And this is not to discredit some of the things that she say, because I think that a lot of things that she do say do stand true in a lot of truth in science and sociology, psychology, and biology. I learned a lot through that. But I think when it comes a point of her trying to persuade women to not deal with men, I don't think that that's fair. I have women who deal with men my entire life. My whole family of women are married. So when you say things like women who deal with men, I hope they get raped. I hope they get beat up and knocked upside their head. I hope all this bad stuff would happen to them. And I'm like, why would you say that? And we got an argument about that, because I'm like, I don't think that that's okay to say those things. To wish.
So I see Nikki is saying, yikes, red flag. I really need you all to remember that this is this woman's version of the story. We were not there, so we do not know what is true, what is not true. Take everything with a grain of salt. It's like there are going to be some things that are going to sound believable, but you have to remember that all of these things are passing through our own internal filter. That's why it's not about her. It's not about our opinion of the situation or our opinion of what other people could do better. Our whole goal, right? Our whole goal is to look at ourselves and figure out, how do I take what it is that I'm hearing about this story to make my life better? So if this is true, how do I use this information to better my life? And one of the things that I'm thinking about because I want you to think about the SLLs, which are the self-love lessons, because there's going to be a pop quiz at the end of the video where I'm going to have you state what your self-love lesson from the video is. And one of the things that I'm thinking about towards the end of the video is, number one, I don't know who is the aggressor, who is the victim. I don't know who is the villain, the victim in this story. I know that the truth lays somewhere in between, in the middle of both persons' versions, right? However, I will say this. I'll give a person a benefit of the doubt if they're victimized. I meet a person, they've been victimized, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. A month later, if they're victimized again, 2 months after that, a victim again. You're falling out with people left and right. You're arguing at the DMV. You're punching people down at the Stop and Shop. I mean, come on. At some point, for my own self-love, you could be the sweetest person in the world, but if you constantly have drama surrounding you, I'm out of there. Boof, boof. I already told you all how I do it. If you ain't taking your medication and you up all night, you out drinking while taking your medication, or you don't take it sometimes, or you move to a new city and your medication is in storage and all this other stuff, you ain't going to therapy and all this, and you standing up there in my face, I don't have the time for it, because I invest in my friends. However, you have to be doing your part. That's the admission to my life. When we talked about the admission to the price to pay to watch this show, I want you all to have a standard in your life that is so ironclad that it doesn't matter what the truth is. Your life is filled with peace and harmony because of your standards. On the one hand, you watching a man cuss out a woman, argue with a woman. You see somebody talking about their ex. That's another thing. You see somebody calling their ex all types of bitchs, faggots, and all this other stuff, punk, dusty, this and that. This is how they talking about their ex. That's another thing that's been going around and round in my mind, because I don't have these type of fallouts with my exes. You know why? Because first of all, I pick well, and I foster an air of open, honest, adult communication, which does not involve yelling, screaming, punching, hitting, or throwing, or cussing at people out. I foster that in my life. And I get rid of people who, if you don't know how to have an adult conversation and sit down and have a conversation with me, if you want to start hurling insults and calling names, and okay. So you get upset when you drink, but yet when you're sober, you make the choice with a sober mind to start drinking when you know that it makes you go berserk and start punching people up. Oh, no, 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 no. How many times am I supposed to bail you out of jail? Huh? I'm supposed to what? Okay, so I went down to the bail bondsman once. So now you back in jail again? Oh, really? Oh, we had a mistake once. Oh, but the mistake is happening again and again and again? Oh, no, 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 no. So listen, so this is my thing. Neon is saying she only got with B. Taylor to humiliate that young lady. That's not the point. This is not a right or wrong conversation. This is a conversation of what is the standard for your life. How do you do things differently for your life? That's what this conversation is about today. So if somebody got with her to humiliate her, what are the USOPs, the early warning signs of potential problems that you can see to avoid something like this in your life? All right. I've heard her do it on her live. She even taunted Monique about her childhood SA and used it against her. Oh, but if you continue to watch her after that, then now you got me questioning you. You see what I'm saying? Because it's never about the other person. A person can make these jokes if they so choose, but will you be granted the privilege of my patronage? No, 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 you won't. You won't. So let's continue. Let's continue. But please keep those things in mind, okay?
Great on a woman for dealing with a man, to wish abuse on a woman because she's dealing with a man. That's crazy to me. And that's in your heart. And that came out. And there's a lot of stuff in her heart that will come out. And it came out in bitterness and anger and hate. So I wasn't agreeing with that. And of course, me being like a boy mom, or a woman with boys, you know, she wanted to play into that whole, like, she would get mad at me for being, that's why she always was going in, like, she went in on women that have boys, but she really started going in because she wanted me to look at them a certain way. I said, my sons know how to wipe themselves properly. Have you been teaching your child to wipe herself properly? My sons know how to get in the bathtub and take care of themselves. My sons have hot meals at home. Are you doing those things before you want to sit there and talk about my boys? Are you doing these things for your child? And if you're not doing those things for your child, you have no room to say these things.
All right, so let's talk about that real quick, right? All right, so when your partner is coming to you with criticisms, right? Are these thoughtful criticisms that are given with tact, with care, with concerns for your betterment? Or are these criticisms just them trying to tear you down? I see, the thing about it is, okay, so a person can have a point of view, but if your partner is constantly tearing you down and you feeling like a piece of tissue after it's been used for number two after you converse with them, then is this the right person to be inside of your life? It's like you have to love yourself enough that when you are being verbally assaulted, that you're like, you know what, this doesn't feel good. I am not becoming a better person. This is the only place that I'm like, if there are a bunch of different people telling you the same thing about some of your behaviors, like I've heard different criticisms about myself over and over. One of the criticisms I've heard about myself, and you all have seen it. You've seen it here on live. right? That I can snap one moment, and then after that moment I'm over it and I'm on to the next thing, right? Now I'm not talking about, because I don't get into those, I don't snap in my personal relationships, but right, there can be something that upset me, and after I talk about it, after I let it out, after I speak on it, I'm done with it. I'm not going to continue to roll around in that. And that's one of the criticisms that I've heard. Please do not share this. Listen, I don't know who you are and why you're sharing this on my thing. You've just been, don't share your links here. Oh, my timer is not on. Let's get this timer on. What are we gonna do? How long have we been on here? Oh, we've already been on here for 30 minutes. So let's set the timer for 30 minutes. All right, there we go. And when this timer goes off, we're gonna get up for a dance break. All right? I do be cussing people out, but you know what? For some reason, in my private life, I have the control not to just start cursing people out in my private life. I don't know how I can balance that out. I don't behave that way in my private life. I curse people out on live and stuff like that, but I don't do that in my private life. I don't, not people that I know personally. And if I were, I think if the veil were lifted and I were speaking with a person whom I had to interact with continuously, because there, you can get cussed out by me in person if we don't have to see one another ever again. If we, like, listen, like them people who followed me back to my trailer, like that man and woman, and because they felt that I was suspicious. So this man and this woman felt that it was feasible for them to follow a woman who's by herself. So you and your man are following me. This older white couple. I was on live with you all when I had to cuss them people out, but that's a different story. Nonetheless, let's continue forward. Let's continue. But what I'm saying is there are some criticisms that I've heard from a few different people in my private life. So at some point you got to really look at yourself and be like, you know what? Because I've heard, I'm going to be honest with you all, one of the things that I've heard in my private life is that I'm moody. That's what I've heard, that I'm moody. That I will be in one mood one moment, and then in another moment I'll be in a different mood. So I know that I have to have conversations, because what happens is my mind is moving 40, 50, 60 miles an hour. I'm thinking about a lot of different things at the same time. And sometimes I just really just need to be by myself so that I can think. And when I have some stuff on my mind, I'll think it through or write in my journal. And then the next thing I know, I'm happy again. But the people who are on the outside don't realize that I'm going through a process, and then they're like, oh wow, now she's happy. But so that's something that I can work on, and I have worked on that. And one of the things that I've done is I've talked it out with people so that it's not me just sitting there brooding one moment and then the next moment I'm skipping. Like you all saw when I first came on this broadcast, I was in a funk. But what did I do? I got up and I danced. I told you all, look, my energy is real low. I'm in a funk. So that's what I have done. So it's not like I just sat here in my mood and was like, and just went on with the video. I told you all, look, I'm in a funk. Let me put on some music. I got up, I danced, I laughed, and then boom, I was able to go forward in the video. So over the years, I have made changes in myself so that I don't seem as moody, because I know what's going on in my head, but other people don't. So if you understand what I'm saying, go ahead and throw up a 5 for a high five if you understand what I'm saying. All right, my earpiece is just so, it's like the string. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, so Soju is not new. What's good? Soju is not new. What is Soju saying? What is Soju saying? What? At the end of the wash? Oh, you all are talking about some other stuff. Let me continue to go forward. Yeah, no one is perfect, but my whole point in bringing this up is your partner giving you legit criticisms coming from a place of love, or is your partner just ragging on you? Are you all just not a good fit? Because if your partner has more criticisms than compliments, you all might not be a good fit. Okay, oh, the high fives are coming through. Okay, wonderful. Thank you. High five, high five. All right, perfect. Let's get back to the video. Oh, that's not the thing. Here it is right there. All right, perfect. Let's continue.
You have no room to say these things. I never came on here to be perfect. I'm not. I'm perfectly imperfect. I think my YouTube channel says a lot of what I've been through in my life and what I've learned in my life. But I don't come on here as a savior complex. And I think a lot of women who are hurt collectively, a lot of Black women especially, we are hurting. But you got to protect your spirit and energy and what you're allowing in your life. And
So I see somebody saying B. Taylor is coming out with this after why. She stayed why. She started this way, blah, 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 blah. So take that and turn that into your self-love lesson for yourself. When I see warning signs of major issues, when I see red flags, I listen. What is that word? At the end of the year, people they make their New Year's resolution. So I resolve to leave, to state my preferences, to state my boundaries. So think about yourself, right? Soju said Tonya cuts people out in a whole way. What?
and what you're listening to. Because when I asked her, what's the end goal? Well, first of all, when I asked her, what inspires you to write the 41 Shades of Men? She said, I lost my job and I needed some money. Quick.
Oh, the thing is not on the screen. My bad, my bad. My bad.
What?
I'll rewind it for you all. Just
These
so.
things for your child. And if you're not doing those things for your child, you have no room to say these things. You have no room to say these things. I never came on here to be perfect. I'm not. I'm perfectly imperfect. I think my YouTube channel says a lot of what I've been through in my life and what I've learned in my life. But I don't come on here as a savior complex. And I think a lot of women who are hurt collectively, a lot of Black women especially, we are hurting. But you got to protect your spirit and energy and what you're allowing in your life and what you're listening to. Because when I asked her, what's the end goal? Well, first of all, when I asked her, what inspires you to write the 41 Shades of Men? She said, I lost my job and I needed some money. Quick. What? I was thinking as a writer, I'm thinking this is like a inspirational story. I'm thinking this is a story that, okay, I want to write this because I love women and I want to help women. And I just put it out there because, whatever. She literally said, I got fired from my job.
You know what I'm going to say? Because I see that people are talking about B. Taylor, this, that, and okay, please pay attention. It takes two to have a relationship. Both people must relate in the relationship. Princella chose her just as much as this woman chose Princella. This relationship and the things that took place in the relationship is a reflection on the parties that chose one another and chose to be in this situation. So a person going around talking about their exes, all types of bees or whatever, that means you was laying down with a female dog. If you talking about your mate had a pissy mattress, that means that you was laying down with a person with piss on their mattress. I mean, is this the truth or no? It's like at the end of the day, we have to look at ourselves and the choices that we made in our relationships because we chose that and we continue to choose it over and over and over again. So we really have to look and see for ourselves Because there were some things, all of our past relationships, we've learned. This is why you have to pay attention. What did you learn? What did you feel was acceptable?
And I needed quick money. She was a car salesman back in her day. She hung around pimps. She's been in the Black Islamic Nation of Islam community. She's been in the pro-Black community. She's been around preachers, pastors. She's been mentored her entire life by men.
Mm,
She moves like a man. She does not move like a woman. She's been taught how to speak and manipulate her words like these men that she resents now. Any public fallout, she's fell out with everybody in her life. Everybody. But one thing y'all not catching and noticing, she never talks about what she's done. She's never talked about what she has done.
didn't we just mention this? We just mentioned this, but let's continue.
Even now, she's blaming me for why we ended. I said, no, I started speaking up and finding my voice. That's what happened. And you could not control.
Somebody says 7 months. Y'all act like it was 7 years. Child, from the time you done walk inside a person's house and you see that their mattress got pee pee on it everywhere, how long do you stay? We've already talked about being ear mattress punani. Now, we pissy mattress pussy ourselves? No, come on now. There comes a time where you just have to grab your nose and run out the damn door. There comes a time where you have to see a thing and be like, yo, I'm not skinning out my punani on this. And I understand she says she helped the woman get a better bed and all this other stuff. However, we have to look and see that these things don't happen in a vacuum. Why does this person have a pissy mattress? What is going on in this person's head? This is why we need to take our time before we bust out our punani and start rubbing it across a person's face. I know I'm vulgar sometimes. I know I'm vulgar. I know I am. But this is why we got to take our time so that we can see how a person rolls before we get emotionally attached to them. Because at the end of the day, it's like you need the time to see what's right for you and what's not.
Control me anymore. You couldn't silence me to not speak up against you anymore. So what do you do with a person like that you can't control? You got to get rid of them. But so we did end up breaking up, and we got into an argument again because she was mad about. She said she's not jealous, but she was mad about me talking about a woman that's a mentor in my life and like speak like saying how educated and smart because this woman's a doctor, and she was like, well, you act like I don't talk like that. And I'm like, what? Why are you making this about you? Well, I felt like you was talking about me and like, like I feel like you hurt my feelings saying this. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel that way. Like it was just always something I did wrong to make her upset. There's no making her happy. Even with her second girlfriend, she just talked about how, she yelled at her. She yelled at her, and that the girl wouldn't talk to her at times because she would hurt her feelings. Now that I started to get my feelings hurt because I was being yelled at, I started to realize she did the same thing to her ex-girlfriend. And then the first girl.
This is what I'm saying. We have to pay. You all are talking about this PP mattress. Listen, we have to pay attention to how people talk about their past relationships. And for everybody who is sitting here listening to how people are discussing their past relationships, I just need you to pay attention. Just look and see what a person's standard is for when the relationship is over. I'm going to give you all some tools at the end for a healthy way to discuss your ex once it's over. Okay?
Girlfriend that she had, she talked so much crap about her, saying, oh, she was crazy, she was jealous, she was possessive. Then she started telling people I was possessive and jealous. And I'm like, I ain't jealous of you. I'm not jealous of anybody trying to talk to you. I'm not intimidated by that. I don't care about none of that. But you're trying to put that on me because you want me to be jealous. Even when I would play into it, be like, oh my God, who is that girl? She'd be like, like she would love it. She wanted me to be jealous. She wanted me to, she even said, I don't see anything wrong with being jealous and possessive.
Wait, she was like, or she was like, oh. You know what? Let me.
But then you get online and shape me out to be that person as if it was a bad thing, even though I was not that to you. I was not that to you.
This whole
So
thing is
we end up,
exhausting.
she
If there was anybody who was considering being in a woman on woman relationship, this shit right here is going to turn them the hell on off. This don't sound better. This sound much worse. My Lord.
ended up initiating the breakup.
If there's one thing that I like about men is just keep it pushing. Come on. If there's one thing I like about a man is I couldn't imagine a man sitting up spending 3 hours on the internet talking about my relationship with him. I could imagine him going and I don't know, smoking on a little something and just puffing out into the air and being like, damn. I can imagine that, but I can't imagine this. This is too much.
Yes, because I couldn't do it. I was too scared to do it. I knew that she had to be done with me for it to be a peaceful breakup, right? That's what I thought, right? But the witnesses the people that know me and I've been talking to, they know I've been
Hazel, you talk too damn much. You're so annoying. You're really only reflecting something that you're projecting yourself outward. Just listen to the story. Hush.
suffering mentally being in this relationship with her as well. She said she was suffering mentally. I was suffering greatly mentally. And I was silencing my voice. So
Aneem says no, they just unalive women. Most men don't unalive women. Most men, after a relationship, they just keep it moving. But you see, the thing about it is, you have to know who you're dealing with. You're dealing with an emotionally unstable man. It's like if you're dealing with a man who is punching and breaking up stuff and ripping things apart, he's unstable.
when she initiated, I didn't say, "Oh my God, why?" I was like, "Yeah, I think that, you know what? I accept that and I understand that." And I called her and I said, "It don't got to be no beef. We could still be friends. I don't feel like it's wise to bring it out in the public because, people have been wishing on our downfall. That's to protect you and me, And so I did that in a way to protect us. I wasn't doing that in a way to try to get back with her, but she would still call me every single day, all day, all night, all morning. She would call me after her live streams. She would invite me to her Wednesday night Zoom calls. She definitely wanted me all around her. And I'm like, okay, well, we're not together. I guess we just friends. We could still hang out. But then it became,
Oh my Lord. Somebody's saying the women be the unstable ones. No, unstable people are unstable. Testosterone is a very violent emotion. So there's lots of different types of instability. There are unstable men and there are unstable women. However, if I had to be in the forest with an unstable man or an unstable woman, I choose the unstable woman every day. The men's instability leads to unaliving. This is why men don't argue with one another, because they know that an argument can result in one of their lives being taken. So this is why men just continue to just keep it pushing, because it can become very ugly. There are some men who will stalk you, yeah. There are some women who will stalk you. It depends on the mental instability of the person. Stalking is a possessive action, a power action. They want to have power and control over you.
came a point where she wanted to be intimate. She wanted to do all these things. And I'm like, no, we friends. So we're supposed to be friends, right? She come to my house. This is when we're friends. We're all having a good time. And she kisses me. I'm like, I look at her like, and she just smiled like, oh, we weren't together for Valentine's Day. Like she kissed me and I'm like, oh, okay.
So
Like,
hold
and she was like,
on. So if this relationship was over in January and they weren't together for Valentine's Day, then Princella moving on to a new woman is not, because I'm like, oh, without the emotional healing and all that other stuff. But if they were over 4 months ago,
and I was like, okay. So in her mind, we was back together. I didn't know that. I'm like, I didn't know we was back together. So then she'll get mad at me again and be like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I said, okay, P, it's cool. I understand that. I didn't even think we. Then I even told her, "You're. It's not like we together anyway." She got, oh yeah, yeah, we not together, right? And I'm gonna go online and to let people know that we not together and that I'm single because I ain't got time for nobody to not know because I'm ready to, make sure that I'm available to other people. So I'm gonna go on. It was like she was kind of like playing until she knew I didn't want it to be public and she knew I didn't want no public backlash. But it was kind of like once I said, well, we not together, she was like, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna go online and let people know that we not together. And I was like, okay, like that's not what I wasn't saying it in an offensive way. Like I'm trying to ease the situation. I'm trying to ease the situation.
This is why you got to assess people's stability before you bust out your punani, because some people not stable and it could turn into a terrible, terrible situation to unravel from.
We weren't together, but it was like a back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. She gets on her TikTok and say, oh, B Taylor's just mad because she wanted to be with me and she didn't want us to break up. And never, that's not the case. That's a lie. That's not the truth. She wants to play like I'm this hurt, bitter person that's mad because I was dumped and broken up with, but you paid $700 to fly me to LA with you. You pay for everything in LA.
Wait a minute now, girl. I thought you said you never got no money spent on ya. Well. This is after you all are broken up? Oh, LA trip. Oh, I guess if she can't kiss ya in Texas, she'll windmill on ya in LA. I don't know.
And she, even before LA, mind you, this was last month. And so this is for the people who she got on live and said, I'm mad and bitter. Okay, I'm mad and bitter, right? I'm mad and bitter that you don't want me anymore and that you keeping me around because I want to be friends with you, right? But what is this? Hold on. This right here, what I'm about to show y'all, was just last month. This was just last month before we went to LA. Why are you making songs for me? Very talented woman. But she literally sent me this video and said, this is our song.
Listen, y'all. Listen, hold on. If you squint, you know what? I ain't. Let me just mind my damn business. Let me continue forward.
Okay. So this was just last month. We've been broken up, but this was just last month. You made that song when I was on the phone with you. You was excited about making that song. And you said, this is our song. Send this to Skills for sure. And
This sound like a happy song, like skipping through the tulips. Well, no pun intended now. No pun intended. No pun intended, y'all. No pun intended. No pun intended. Skipping through the tulips. Okay.
Okay. So this was just last month. We've been broken up, but this was just last month. You made that song when I was on the phone with you. You was excited about making that song. And you said, "This is our song. Send this to Skills for sure." And I was very impressed because I was like, "Oh, you literally made up that song on the fly." Like, I've never seen nobody like that. I think she's very gifted, very, very gifted. She dedicated that song to me. I was on the phone with her when she made that song and was like, sent the video to me and said, "Send this to your friends and let them know how much I love you and care about you. Send this to your friends so they can see how good I treat you." You wanted me to show that video off. So here, Princella, I showed the video the world how much you love B. Taylor, how much you cared about B. Taylor.
But where was the money and the spoiling, though? I understand you got flued out, but if she's assuming the role of the masculine, where is the spoiling? Oh my goodness, listen. I don't know. Let me mind my business.
But this was right before LA, and this was after we were broken up. Why are you making songs about me and for me and dedicated a song to me?
This is the time that you ask these questions. You take the time to ask the questions and you say, well, you know what? Why are you making these songs? What is the meaning of this song? You know? And then also boundaries.
If I was this pump and dump, if I was this, oh, she's turmoil, she brings drama, but you, baby, you was playing them fingers. Them fingers was going.
Were they
Them
now?
fingers was going. Y'all want me to play it again? She made the song up.
Now you're going to have some other woman trying to see how she could get Princella to make a melody. Dancing through the tulips, when the tulips, coming through the tulips, dancing through the tulips, 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 tulips. Too much. This is too much.
So
Why are we
yeah,
in
very
this?
talented woman.
Why
I
are we
told
in
her
this?
playing instruments is like a turn on for me. If you're like you could play an instrument and make up a song, that is a very big turn on for me. You know, so that whole time she's trying to seduce me. When can you munch? Again,
Wait,
I'm
she
like,
had you out
you
there
know, whatever,
munching, girl. Oh my Lord, girl. Oh my goodness, Lord of mercy.
whatever. Then we get into it a, a week after that. We get into it. Um, what happened? Yeah, we get into it a week after on her TikTok, and y'all saw, a lot of y'all didn't see because it wasn't recorded, but a lot of y'all saw us getting into it and her yelling and going off, and she stayed up until 5 o'clock in the morning convincing people that I was such a horrible person. She didn't even hear what she didn't even know I was listening to her live. I said I was going to bed and I wasn't going to argue with her. She stayed up all night. I told her, stop yelling. The kids are asleep. I got your baby girl in the bed asleep. I got my kids asleep. Like, why are you yelling? Why are you doing too much? But she stayed up all night talking mess about me, saying like, oh, B Taylor this, B Taylor that, B Taylor that. And even then after, she still paid. She paid the money and then she upgraded our seat. So the tickets in total was like $700, I think, per seat or whatever. So we not really getting along. I don't even really want to go on this trip, but she paid all this money. At this point, I'm about to refund her the $700 because I'm like, this is just so toxic. I'm not about to be away from my family. This was Easter weekend, y'all, April 1st, the weekend of April 1st. Okay. I ended up coming over there. She wanted me to come. She was saying like the plan was for me to come over there and spend the night. I didn't. I don't like to spend the night over there. Um, so when
This is like an ostrich with their head in the sand. not looking at the pissy mattress doesn't mean that the piss is not still in the mattress. You still hanging out with a person who thought it was acceptable to have pee in their mattress. Like, honestly, if I went over to a man's house and his mattress was filled with urine, and I mean, but how did we even see the mattress though? Was the box springs is on the bed? Like, okay, so this person would need to have a mental evaluation if their mattress was filled with urine and they thought that it was all right. Like, what's going on with you mentally and emotionally?
I'm trying to think. Sorry, I'm losing contact. So when we went to LA, I'm gonna talk about LA. When we get to the airport, she's yelling at me at the airport. One eye is bigger than the other. She is yelling at me at the airport because we're getting into it. Because I told her, like, I don't want to go on. I don't want to go on the plane with you if you're gonna be treating me like shit. And she's like, it's already paid for. And so I'm crying at the airport, looking like a dummy. And she yelling at me, and then she's like, "Oh, I don't like seeing you cry," and like, whoop de whoop de whoop. And I said, "Look, P, I ain't gotta never talk to you again. I ain't gotta never talk to you again after this. Let's just go to LA and have fun, and I'll make sure to get out your hair, and I will never talk to you again."
This
And
is
she
too
looked at me
much.
like she wanted to cry when I said that. But I'm like, bro, you say so much negative things about me. You say so much negative things about me. Why would I not just say, "Hey, you ain't gotta worry about me no more. I will remove myself from."
All right, it's time for our dance break, y'all. Oh, we need some upbeat music. So listen, all I need for you to do as we come into this dance break, right? All I need for you to do is just get up out of your seat and just move. That's it. You could reach up to the sky. You could reach down to the ground. You could just twist your back. You could just lift your legs up. You could stretch your arm overhead. All you got to do is just move. That's it. That's it. All you got to do is move. All right. So we're going to come back to this video. And I forgot that we could be playing this video in a faster mode. So when we come back, I'm going to play the video in a faster mode so that we can move through, because a lot of this stuff is business that we don't really need to be in the middle of. Like, honestly, like, but where is my music? Where's my music? My music. Give me 1 second, y'all. I lost it after I played that country song. Oh, here it is. Let's see. What song should we play? Oh, you know what? Let's get some. We haven't played reggae in a minute. This is one of my favorite reggae songs. So get up out of your seat. Get up out your seat. And just, all you got to do is just listen to the music and just move. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Get them shoulders moving. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Stretch it. Stretch it. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Let's see. Let me see what other songs I have on here that I like. What is this? This says reggaeton. Let's see what reggaeton we have on here. play in my video that you want, all you have to do is just Shazam it.
Every day I see miserable people doing things they hate just to fit in. I know it's easier to get along peacefully, but have you ever thought about you? Don't know why I keep on doing what I'm told to do, when the rules are made up by someone we never knew. Baby, wipe your tears and hear me out. We don't need someone to feel alright. Let's do the streets on Monday. Let's call your exes and tell them they can join us too. Why always worry about money when you can get rich for trying to see the other side?
You know, if there's one thing I will say, is that our dance breaks make me laugh. Even though I look silly and all of that. Somebody said do the twist. All right, let's do the twist. Come on. Let's do the twist.
Oh, quit the job you hate and love the ones you love. 'Cause have you ever really thought about you? Don't know why I keep on doing what I'm told to do, when the rules are made up by someone we never knew. Baby, wipe your tears and hear me out. We don't need someone to feel alright. Let's do the streets on Monday. Let's call your exes and tell them they can join us too. Why always worry about money when you can get rich for trying to see the other side?
All right. I'll say this. The dance breaks bring me joy. And I actually questioned some people behind the scenes, and people say that they do get up for the dance break. If you get up for the dance break, throw up a 2 or a peace sign emoji. Or you can throw up a dancing emoji. Well, no, people are already throwing up dancing emojis. So throw up the peace sign emoji or the number 2 if you get up for the dance breaks. Because I don't care whether I look silly. The whole purpose is just to get your heart rate up, to get the blood pumping. That's it. That's the whole purpose. So I hope that you are getting up for the dance break. We're going to jump back into the video because I want to keep pushing through. Oh, look, the people are putting up the dance. Okay. All right. So I'm happy about that. Love yourself enough to just take a few moments to just make it all about you, just having fun and just moving. Somebody who used to be really close to me said that it's impossible to be sad and dancing at the same time, or dancing to upbeat music. And I was like, is that true? And I tried it, and dancing to upbeat music does in fact make me feel happier. So nonetheless, oh, look, the 2, thank you. Thank you. All right, so let's jump back into the video, and we're going to speed up the topic. So you know what we're talking about. We're going to speed up the pace a little bit on here. We're going to change the playback speed to 1.5. I love that. I'm so happy. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you for making sure that I'm not dancing by myself, even though it's kind of odd. Like if somebody came to the channel and they saw me up there dancing, I know they would be like, what is going on over here? Because I don't see any other content creators looking silly. Most of the times, everybody want to look so pretty and look flawless and be perfect and well-behaved or have the best dance moves from the talk or video music box, depending on which era you're from, or MTV. But me, I just do whatever. I just do anything that just move your body. Because like sometimes, I remember I went out on this date many years ago with this guy, and I like to do fun, different first dates. And we went to a karaoke bar and we did karaoke. And I got up and I was singing a karaoke song. It was like a small little like intimate kind of karaoke gathering where there was only like 6 tables in there, and there was like a whole group of friends, and there was like another table, and then there was us. And I was getting up just doing my karaoke. Would you believe that this man did not want to hang out with me again, because he was like, why would you get up there and do karaoke if you can't sing? He was like, you supposed to, it's supposed to be a performance. And those white people were not worried about how well they could sing or not sing or anything like that. But black people, we feel like we got to throw down and give a concert and be the best, backup dancer and do moves that's fit for the big stage. And it's like, it's not even about that. We put so much pressure on ourselves as black people that it's like what's the point? Like, we supposed to be the best at everything. We're supposed to be LeBron James the moment we pick up a basketball. We're supposed to be Debbie Allen the moment we decide that we're going to move. And it's like it's too much. Just have fun. Just one thing I really enjoy about white people out dancing, they don't care about the beat. They don't care about your feet. They don't care about nothing. They just get up, they jump around, and they just dance. And I wish that we as black people, I wish that we would do a little more of that. It's karaoke, not Star Search. This is what I'm saying. Exactly. He was dry and boring. And I was like, yeah, okay. Oh, the dust, just even thinking about him. All right. So let's continue back to the story. We've put it at 1.5. Let's continue and see what it is now.
Your life after this. You ain't gotta ever worry about me being turmoil. Okay, go to LA. She want to tell people that, oh, B Taylor was mad. I turned her down in LA. Let me tell you about LA.
We
Let
don't
me tell you
need to
about
know
LA.
about LA, but go ahead.
We in the same room. We in the same bed together.
Oh,
Okay, and it's night, and you start playing Corn out loud on the phone, and you start messing with yourself while I'm laying right next to you, and you're moaning loud. Um, why are you doing that? Why would you do that? But I was all on her, right? So I'm like, well, girl, I'm like, well, shit, what you want to know? Like, and she was like, no, I'm good. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, and I'm joking about it the next day, like, girl, I ain't never got turned down. Like, I'm laughing, we joking about it. But I was like, you ain't gotta worry about me, it's cool.
wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. So, oh my gosh. So she started playing some adult films next to her and playing with herself, and then you turn around and you like, well, what you want to do? And then she turned you down. Oh my goodness. We are really going to have to start we're really going to have to start making it a standard to just have our own, like, have a backup for where we want to stay. If things are not right with where we're staying, just have a backup. Airbnbs are cheap in some cities. Just, I don't know, because all of this ain't worth it.
So then the next day, we go out and get breakfast and we drink it. And I'm like, oh, I want to go back and take a nap because I'm tired. I take a nap. She's playing Corn again and playing with herself and moaning really loud next to me. Like, it ain't two separate beds. We in the same bed together and you're doing this. Why are you doing that if you're not trying to seduce somebody? Why are you doing that if you're not trying to seduce somebody? Then the next day, she do it again, but this time, we kind of like playing around or whatever like that. We had a moment or whatever. And she was like, no, I want to fully experience you again. Like, when can I munch? I'm keeping it PG-13, but it was basically like, when can I munch on you? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, like, I'm kind of like, I just wasn't interested. Wasn't too interested in that. And
so we have, listen, we have Airbnb, Verbo, we have all different types of stuff, and these places are cheaper than hotels. Just get yourself a place with 2 rooms and just go back to your room and just make it a like, if you know that you're not there with a person, just get 2 rooms, really, and see if the room got a damn lock on the door. That way, if they want to play their adult movies, they could just go ahead and play their adult movies in their own room, and you just do your own thing.
so while she want to sit there and say, oh, I turned her down, she's mad I turned her down, baby, no, you was trying to munch for a show. Then this fallout happened, and we get into it where this fallout happened where we get into it. This is this fallout that some of y'all got on the recording, right? Um, and so this is when she's like, "Oh, we're done." She sent this text message, like basically saying we're done. But I'm like, "Girl, what are you talking about? We're not even together." But then when we came back from LA, I spent the night at her house or whatever like that, and she's cuddling, we cuddling or whatever like that. We cuddle like all of that stuff, but we weren't like, you feel this way about me, you know? Hey, Queen G, but you feel all this way about me, right? And then when I leave to go get her daughter breakfast, because I know she wasn't gonna get her daughter no breakfast, she was gonna sit on her book club and not feed her daughter in the morning. So I went and got her daughter and her some breakfast, and she was like, "Oh, can you give me a kiss before you leave?" Like, so I was on you, I was pressing on you, but you was wanting to kiss and lick up on me. I'm sorry, what? You wanted too much,
Oh, let
but
me
I was
put
the
my
one that was
timer
all
back.
on you. Baby girl, stop lying. Stop lying. You was leading it on as if you still wanted a relationship until we got into it again, and you said that this was a lot for you. This was a lot for you to handle, right? And I didn't text you back. That was the first time I ever not text you back. If you confused, baby, it's because you got a confused spirit. I'm not gonna. And I'm not reading the comments, by the way. I need to start reading the comments. But we got into it probably a few days or a week after LA or whatever like that. This is where it all blew up on TikTok and stuff like that. Yeah, all blew up on TikTok. Where she sent me that text message saying like, we done. Then I didn't text her back. Then she texted me when that tornado hit my area. She texted me, "I hope you and the boys okay." Did not text her back. I ignore her. She's not used to me ignoring her. She's not used to me not saying nothing to her. So then now she's online. Yeah, I'm single. This is what's gonna take to be my girlfriend. This is what I want, a girlfriend. I don't need nobody emotional. I don't need, like, you're insinuating.
Oh, okay. So I just saw that we have apples that have come in that I have not checked. So let me check the apples real quick because a lot of them have come in. So let me check these and read these out loud. My apologies, my apologies. So Jada, let's see. Jada sends $5 and says, "Thank you for that opening dance. Got this rig shaking." Oh goodness, are you a truck driver? Well, honk honk. Okay. You're welcome, my dear. That opening dance was good. Nothing is private anymore. This is a lot. This is from Christine C. Girl, listen, I'm telling you. I want us to look at the self-love lessons because at the end of the day, this ain't really none of our damn business. Martell sends $7 and the personalized note says cash, 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 cash. This is so pretty. Look at it. It has the $7. That's nice. Thank you. Thank you. And Jada sends 333 and says that dance break is life. Thank you. Oh, that's so pretty. I like these colors. Thank you. Aura sends 524 and says for the dance break. Yo, you all are so sweet. I'm glad that you all are enjoying the dance break. Jonathan sends $10 and says, "Learning that I must have discernment." Yes, child, must. Male or female, you must have discernment. Jada sends 111 and says, "Music releases oxytocin in the brain." Does it? Interesting. Interesting. Let me give some hearts on that. I didn't know that. I'll look into that, but it sounds about right. Kelly sends 199 and says, "Contributing to the broadcast." Thank you. I appreciate that. Shayna sends $1 and says, "Word of the day, boundaries." Absolutely. Like if somebody is there, like you have to, like one of the things that I feel is missing from this conversation is so I understand in the beginning she talked about how I have to take accountability for my part in this, etc. But one of the things that's missing from the conversation for me is what was the impetus for you? Like, why did you go? Why did you stay in this bed? And not the excuse like, oh, well, I was tricked or no, but really like I was lonely. I was curious. I was listen. I'd been attracted to women in the past, or maybe not, or whatever. Or this person looked so masculine that I was attracted to. I don't know. However, right? But I wanted to do this. That's what's missing for me. I wanted to go to LA because I thought that maybe it could be a chance for a rekindling. I wanted to go because I wanted to spend more time with her. I don't know. I don't really know. But one of the things that's missing from me is the admission that this was something that you want. Like when I think about my past relationships, I have to realize, even the hard ones, even the ones where I wasn't appreciated as much as I wanted to be appreciated, I had to really look at myself and think about the chemical processes, like the dopamine hit that I got when I did get that affection, like when I did win, like the dopamine hit that I got, that it felt really good to be on the receiving end of XYZ. But this is what I'm saying. We have to really look and see. Like when I looked at one of my past relationships, I realized that I stayed with this man because he was Caribbean and I wanted to validate my own Caribbean part through this relationship. Like I thought, if I lose this relationship with this Caribbean man that is from XYZ country, that I'm going to lose my connection to that part of the Caribbean. And I realized that, and I had to really look and see what was my reason for participating. And so I'm telling you these stories not for you to analyze me, but for you to look at yourself and figure out, why did I go along with this? What about this did I feel was true? What was I hoping to gain? In what ways was I using this person? I was using that guy for my Caribbean cred. That's what I was using him for. I was using this other guy for the dopamine hits that I got when I was able to, I don't want to say overpower him with my sex appeal. Listen, I got a hit from that. Like it was electric. It was like doing a dance. Remember that song? Oh my goodness, when I was a little girl, there was a song out that was like, it had like a tinny kind of sound in it, and it was like, he's dancing his way back to me. It's like this sound. He tried to say that a dance was just a dance, but I see he's dancing his way back to me. How many of you remember that? So this song was out, and I like this person that I was with, it was like, it was intoxicating, separating, and then experimenting on what I could say, what picture I could send, what words I could speak that would get him to dance his way back to me. That was, I would get a high from this. Some people, they get a high from knowing that his wife or girlfriend is at home crying alone. I personally, that's not my kick, but you have to look within yourself to figure out, what is it that you're trying to get? In what ways are you using these people? Let the rhythm play. Yes, let the rhythm play. You can't get away. Dun, 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 dun. You keep coming back again. Yes. Let me finish checking these and see. Oops. Let's see. Jonathan sends, yes, looking at the reasoning behind my decisions. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So if there's anything, look, I'm happy that there's something that I can say that's getting through to people. All right. So yeah, let the rhythm, let the music, is it let the music play? Let the music play. You can't get away. Something, you keep coming back again. But the only reason why I'm opening up and telling that story is because I want you to look at yourself honestly. What were you using that relationship for? Because there was something that you were gaining, some validation, something. Did you feel important? Did you feel seen? Did you feel validated? Did you feel like how I felt, like I would get a high from when he would relent, when he would give me, like I didn't want the stuff he wanted to give. I wanted the stuff he didn't want to give. I wanted the things that he thought was too expensive. I wanted the high that I got from making him stretch beyond his boundaries. I liked, you know, you know that song, what you won't do for love. I tried everything, but I won't give up. 'Cause in my world, only you make me do for love what I would not do. When I would make him do for love what he said he wouldn't do, I used to feel like, yeah, I'm the most powerful person in the world. My beauty is unmatched. My aura is incomparable. That's how I used to feel. That's what I got out of this toxic entanglement. You know, you have to figure out what you're gaining from your toxic entanglement. If that, what I just said to you, helped you, I want you to throw up a 5 or raise your hand up in the air if you're typing from your phone. Just go throw up that emoji. You should still have it in your most recent from earlier. All right. So let's jump back to the video. Somebody's saying dominatrix vibes. Lord have mercy. Oops, wrong thing. I keep putting the wrong thing up. Love put us back in a groove. Listen, I gotta go listen to that song after this thing. Oh, I see the purple devil. Yeah.
Out there that I'm like this, I'm that, and this is what you need in a relationship because you're not about to deal with this. Obviously, we're in a public relationship because you bought it out there. You the one who put it out there. So now it's okay. We in this public relationship, so I'm letting y'all know I'm single. I'm like, okay, cool. Didn't say nothing. Then she started talking about Libras, knowing I'm a Libra. Didn't say nothing. Then everybody kept asking, where B Taylor? B Taylor over there. Like you speaking for me, talking about B Taylor going through some stuff right now. Girl, how dare you speak on me? How dare you speak about what anything is going on with me? If anybody needs to speak, it needs to be me. So Monday comes, right? Because a whole week passed by. I did not talk to her. She broke up. She sent that text message on a Monday. Then the following Monday, she went ahead and I went live on TikTok to kind of just talk about, hey, I am single, and it was women in the chat kind of shooting their shot, women that follow her.
Goodness rated Bo talking about then you find out that he that way with everyone. No, 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 no. I made him do what he would not do. I did, and it felt so good. It felt so good. There's just something about. Let me just continue.
I guess she saw that and she felt some type of way about it, that they would shoot their shot at me. And I was like, shit, like I'm playing along. Like, I'm like, yeah, how about I like, y'all want to talk to your girl? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm going to concentrate on myself. But, and I just basically said, like, yeah, we didn't get along. She's very militant. I described her in such a way where it was not in a bad way. I just said she's very militant and she doesn't have empathy. Like she said, she doesn't have empathy, And so for me, it was like, I'm just telling my truth. I'm just only saying why, I'm only saying why we broke up on my side, so she wants to tell hers. She got mad at that and then gets on her TikTok and start going in. By the time I get to my job, she sent me a bouquet of fruit, chocolate dipped fruit. She sent me a card. I don't know how to, if I want to add like a photo, how do I do that?
Let the music play. You can't get away.
Let me see if they're gonna upload.
Do. And people are saying that,
or she sent me a bouquet of fruit and a card with our picture on it. And I'm like, you want to tell the world that you sent a card that looked like this, but I was tripping on you? I didn't want to end things with you, but you send a card with our picture on it. And then you send a note saying it is not my desire to have you feeling without love. I love you.
Hold on,
and still would love you.
Hold on, let's go back and see if we can read that ourselves.
With our picture on it. And then you send a note.
Let's see if we could zoom in on this note right here. Let's see what it says. All right, let's see. It is too blurry. Uh oh, Princella TQM. All right, let's see. I pray that let me make this a little smaller. Let's see. It's too, okay, let's see. A little bit smaller. Let's see. I can't see it. I can't see it. I need somebody who doesn't wear, somebody who, you know what I need? I need somebody who wears glasses, or because like sometimes you don't wear your glasses, but things are that blurry, so you've learned how to read the blurry words. That's what I need. That's what I need. I need somebody who's learned to read blurry without their glasses. All right, let's continue. All right.
Saying, it is not my desire to have you feeling without love. I love you. I loved you and still would love you. I pray that you become a master over your gifts and your soft spots. Please continue to find ways to smile. I want no negative energy or bad blood between us. Love, Princella. You can literally see that. I love you, and still will.
Hold on, hold on. It's not my desire to have you feeling without love. I love you, loved you, and still will love you. I pray that you become a master over your gifts and your soft spots. Please continue to find ways to smile. I want no negative energy or bad blood between us. Love, Princella. Yeah, you know what? I got into a little tete-a-tete with a guru once who started out with this whole love, 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 love stuff. And I had to realize that some people just be using the word love. They just be using the word love. They just be like, I love you, we love, and we are love, and all this other stuff. I had to realize that they just be saying it. They just be using the word love. That's just like that.
Love you. She didn't want to break the connection. She didn't want to break the connection. She was mad that I was ignoring her, so she sent me fruit to get my attention. She was trying to get me to call her, but by that time it was too late. I already spoke on social media. Now she's pissed because I spoke up for myself. So now she's put this narrative out there that I was just mad and bitter. I was mad and bitter about the breakup, but that doesn't sound like mad and bitter. You're the one who's reaching out to me. I'm not reaching out to you. I'm taking time for myself. I'm taking time for myself. So all of this transpired. The shit goes down online. I'm like, hey, I don't want this to hit YouTube. I go ahead and call her. I go ahead and call her and let her know there's no beef. This is an olive branch. I want to let you know I still love you. I care about you. I don't want to see you going through this. Even though I feel like you dragged me through the mud, I don't want to go through this with you. So,
Margot, you're not on the text notification squad here. Uh-oh, my thing ain't playing. Where's my sound? Wait. Wait, hold on. Are you all not able to hear my commercial? Because when I changed my audio settings, did my commercial? Well, listen, join the text notification squad. The link is in the description. It'll help you be able to stay connected to me, whether these platforms unsubscribe you or not. That way you don't have to be dependent on them. So TonyaTKO.com, click on text. It's $1.99 plus fees a month, or $22 for the year plus fees.
so we talk, and then I'm like thinking like, okay, this is the last time we may talk, like, whatever. No, she calls me. Then she do her live stream last Friday. She calls me. So she tells me about this healing retreat that these ladies invited her on. These ladies from her book club. So she ended up going to the retreat. She's calling me the entire time on the retreat saying, oh, I don't know. I don't like being around all these people, and I don't know, like I need some friends or something like that. I don't know what happened, but they all just wasn't getting along or something, Come to find out, one of the ladies on the trip was platinum P. She wanted to be the next B Taylor or something. She wanted to be the next girl. It's so funny how women move. It's kind of sad that women will kind of underhand and go under, like, take a vulnerable situation that somebody's going through to hop on and say, hey, I'm here for you. I have a shoulder for you to cry on. Basically what he did to me. So some type of fallout happened where he calls me and was like, oh my God, all this drama is happening and da 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 da. And I'm like, actually, the girl that you're talking to, which I had a dream about, I had a dream that you were talking to somebody. Are you talking to somebody? And she goes, well, somebody has my interest. And I'm like, you calling me every day. And this was a really hurtful situation for me personally. And you hop on the next girl like that. But I should have known better. And maybe that's my karma for getting involved with you when you had a second girlfriend. So I can't even get mad at that. That's how you move. You showed me how you move. You hop from one chick to the next chick, to the next chick, to the next chick, because you can't be alone. You don't like being alone. You need to tell people the truth. It's not good to be alone. Pete, you tell women all the time, don't choose men, choose yourself. If you don't want to be a lesbian, be by yourself. But you realize you can't be by yourself. You don't like being by yourself. You're very clingy. You're very codependent.
It's easy to tell other people about themselves and what they're doing and how they're doing it. It's much more difficult to talk about ourselves, to talk about our own codependency, to talk about our own clinginess, to talk about the things that are unflattering about ourselves. Like not the surface stuff, but like the real stuff that's just unflattering. Like if we're going to talk, let's talk about the real stuff. Like, I'm not really interested in other people's perceptions of other people. I'm not interested in that. I'm really interested in us talking about the internal work that we need to do. That's what I'm most interested in.
You need to have somebody on the phone with you day and night. You need to have somebody on the phone with you until you fall asleep, and then you need to have somebody on the phone with you when you wake up. You speak.
But you were on the phone with her. You were the other part of that. It's like that let the music play song. It's like he's dancing his way back to me, but I have to be there dancing with him. I mean, we all know what it's like when a man is at the club trying to pancake his balls against your back and you move away, or you elbow him in the stomach and you get away. But you can't, it's not a dance if both people aren't moving and grooving to the same beat.
Feeding off my energy to write your Chat GPT book that you're releasing. I'm like, why are you selling that book for $30 when Chat GPT helped you write it? Nothing wrong.
Lord, she done giving away all the woman's secrets. The Chat GPT book. Lord have mercy.
I'm using AI to help assist you. But when you have AI actually just write the entire book for you and sell it for $30, I don't think that's right. That book was made to help people and help women because the idea behind it was to help women finesse to not get injured, finesse turning down men and not get injured. But now you said, I'm gonna sell it for $12. I'm gonna sell it for $7. It's gonna be affordable. I'm gonna sell it for $12. I'm gonna sell it for $20. Now it's also only $30. I helped you with that book. I sat on the phone with you when you had Chat GPT write that book, and now you're selling it for $30. That's not right. When you write something, you write from the heart. That's what makes a real writer. I know because I'm an award-winning writer. So I know how it is. So that's an insult to me to stand by and let you do that. Okay. It's one thing to have an assistant, but when you have ChatGPT write something for you and then sell that for
come on, you not the one setting the price of people's merchandise. How you offended by what someone is charging? Who we don't know what tools other people use to write anything. Come on now.
Hustle. It's giving hustle. And
I'm more interested in what is it that allowed us to get hustled. That's what I'm most interested in. What was it that allowed me to get hustled? Why did I get hustled? That's the internal work that I want to see.
Your book was written because you needed your bills paid. It's giving hustle. Although your book has helped many women, and I would never take that away. Those women needed that help. But I hope and pray that the women that do follow her are able to step on their own and have their own discernment. Because P is not y'all leader. I asked P, like, damn, when the world hits the fan, what are you gonna do? Like, these women will probably be looking at you as their leader and depend on you. And she goes, if the world started ending, I'm deleting myself and I'm taking my child with me. I said, what? You're gonna delete yourself? She was like, I'm not sticking around for this, and my daughter's not either. I'm taking us both out.
Wow.
I said, you're not taking her nowhere. Like, you could do whatever you want to do to yourself, but why would you say that about taking your child out? Like, if a war broke out and the world got crazy, you ready to take yourself out and your child?
So what you gonna do? You gonna lay down in the bathtub, drown, and what you gonna do? You gonna leave and be like, well, the person that I'm responsible for, I'm gonna just leave you here? I don't know. I don't know. If it's that bad, I don't know. Some people are made to fight, but children are not. Like the Walking Dead, children were not made for that world. Oh my goodness.
That's not normal. So all y'all think that she's gonna lead y'all to the promised land, baby. When shit hit the fan, she said she's out of here. She's out of here. And then she wants the world to end. She wants mass destruction. She literally says that I can't wait. She would literally tell me, as of recently, I can't wait until half of this population is wiped out. She's literally a Thanos from the Avengers. She's literally
Now
a
we
Thanos.
done got into fan
more than half the
fiction.
population gone. And I said, well, what about the women? And she was like, it has to be done. It needs to be done for the better of the world. I care about the planet. I don't care about men and women. I only talk to women because they're going to be the ones to care about they're going to be the ones to change the world. She don't do this because she likes women. She talks to women because she feels like women are the ones to change. But now she's like, I don't think women can change. I don't think women can change. If you're not paying me, I'm not talking to you. And the only reason why I bring up her daughter is because of my concern. Hopefully this video motivates her to get up in the morning and feed her, stop threatening to lock up the fridge, make sure she takes her baths, make sure she brushes her teeth and wash her face. Please take her to the dentist. Please get her own bedroom.
Lord have mercy. This is so messy, y'all. This is messy. The child got teeth problems and ain't going to the dentist. Oh my Lord, have mercy. We really, as partners, the internet is not the place to try to get a loving message across for something that somebody needs to do for their child. That's not the place. This is a conversation that needed to be had one-on-one with loving care and tact and kindness. I hope this conversation was had because
you turned your second bedroom of your apartment into your studio and your daughter doesn't have a room to play in. And then you yell at her and curse at her, knowing she has autism. You yell and curse at her for making a mess in the living room. And I take up and I say, I don't like you yelling at her. She has nowhere to play. Where is she supposed to play? I didn't buy your daughter toys. I didn't buy her a tea set so y'all can start spending time together. You haven't fucking touched that tea set because you don't spend time with her. You don't spend genuine, real time with your daughter. You're always yelling and cursing at her. And it's disgusting because that girl has autism and she doesn't know how to speak well. You need to be reading books to her, sitting down with her. You want other people to be a mother to your child, but then you want to tell other women what kind of shitty mothers they are. It's not right. You want to sit there and brag on TikTok saying my daughter sleeps on a $5,000 mattress. Baby, you had your daughter sleeping on a torn, broken down 20-year-old mattress with pee stains and holes and shit in them. Don't be sitting up there making it seem like your daughter been sleeping on a mattress like that. It took me stepping in and saying, get your ass a good mattress for you and your daughter sleeping. If your daughter not sleeping in your room because you're trying to do things in there, she's sleeping on a fucking tiny ass couch. She don't have her own room. If I'm lying, please get on live and show your apartment to your followers. You want to talk about transparency? Get on live tonight and show your followers what your apartment look like. Show them the bathroom, show them the closet, show them where you do your YouTube studio, show them what your bedroom look like, show them what your bathroom look like, show them where Maya toys at, show them where she plays, show them where her clothes is at. Show them. Since you want to have transparency, let's have transparency. Show them, because you have the money to do it. And I'm like, yeah, your next place you need to get her. She's only 5. No, a baby needs her own place. And I could see if it was a situation where you couldn't afford, but I would never turn the second bedroom of my home into a studio and my child ain't got nowhere to put her motherfucking toys. And you yell at her for getting her toys everywhere. The way you treat your daughter is not okay. She's eating out fast food every day. And you can't use that whole single mother shit because I have two. Okay? They go to their doctor's appointments. I take care of my kids before I take care of myself. Meanwhile, you can go to your lipo appointments, massages. You can go get your teeth appointments. You can go and take care of your...
Wait, did she just slide in some lipo? Lord have mercy. Is everybody going under the knife? I'm the last one. Let me rewind this a little.
She needs her own place. And I could see if it was a situation where you couldn't afford, but I would never turn the second bedroom of my home into a studio and my child ain't got nowhere to put her motherfucking toys. And you yell at her for getting her toys everywhere. The way you treat your daughter is not okay. She's eating out fast food every day. And you can't use that whole single mother shit because I have two.
You know what? I once dated a guy who there were roaches in his apartment. I once dated a guy. And he was listen, there was roaches in his apartment. He was on his way up in life. And I, they have these little, they look like aspirin, they roach tablets. I got some of those for his place, right? But I can't get up and talk about the roaches that were in an apartment that I consented to be in. You know, and especially if this person was online talking about the lavish life, yet I'm behind the scenes seeing the hypocrisy and buying roach tabs. No, 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 no. I have to look at myself. I have to realize, why was that good enough for me to be spinning around on my back inside of? Why was that good enough?
Okay. They go to their doctor's appointments. I take care of my kids before I take care of myself.
Janine says, I don't tolerate no roach, rat, bug, and listen, I can't stand. Oh my gosh. I told you all during the pandemic, things went crazy in New York. They have roach tablets and they really do work. Things went crazy in New York. The rats were out of control. Like it was unbelievable. We've come to the time for our dance break again. We ain't getting nowhere in this video. I'm stopping too much. We're gonna go straight through. I ain't gonna stop when we finish. But the thing is, so I have to ask myself, what was it that made it okay for me to be in that environment? Like, I understood, people who live in apartments, people up and down and all this other stuff, that they come in from other places, et cetera, et cetera. Like during the pandemic, them aggressive New York City rats, it was terrible. And I hate rats. I had to get a very expensive contract with a company that comes out and patches and puts foam, expanding foam, and finds the entry and do all this other stuff, because I can't stand rats. I hate roaches as well. And so, but this person, the roach apartment came along with this person. And it was I had to weigh, look, this comes with this person. Is this person and what it is that I'm experiencing in this relationship at this time in my life, is it worth that balance, that give and take? So we got to get roach tablets. That sounds so crazy, right? That sounds crazy. We got to get roach tablets, but this is a really great person that I'm enjoying, and what am I gaining out of the situation? So we have to really think, listen, we have to really think. Really, cedar wood, will cedar keep the rats away, or will they keep the roaches away? Because I something ate one of my tomato plants. Like something ate it. I don't know if it was a cat or if it was a rodent, but it ate my tomato plant. And when I saw it, I almost cried. I almost cried. When I saw that my tomato plant was eaten, I almost wept. And so nonetheless, it is time for our dance break. But Margot is saying, no one can tell me I'm beautiful and you have a roach infestation in your house. Like you and the roaches are looking at each other and being okay with it. Listen, you know what? Some places, it just is what it is. It just is what it is. Spiders, centipedes. I know. But listen, somebody saying, tell me this is the past. It is the past, yes. However, this rat situation in New York is, don't come to New York if you don't want to see rats. Don't come to New York if you don't want to see rats, because this is their city. I think the mayor hired a rat czar, because the New York, like, this is their city and they live outdoors. All right. Listen, this is what I'm saying. Oh, listen, you know what? I ain't going to sit here and try to say I'm above nobody. There's certain things that I don't like, and I do what it is that I need to do for myself. So somebody said I'll just eat tomorrow. Listen, yeah, let's get our dance break on. Let's get our dance break on. Let's see what song are we gonna listen to. Let's start out slow, and then we will. Don't come to New York then, because they are here. All right, get up out of your seat. It's time for us to dance. Come on. Yes, a rap star. Yes. Yes. Come on, get up. Get up. Come on, get up. Move. I don't know what type of music this is. Let's see what it says. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. There's more. There's more. There's more. I know. Cookie Confidant, you're not supposed to be there typing. You're supposed to be up. Come on. All right. All right. All right. That was nice. I enjoyed that. All right. That was nice. That was nice. All right. All right. Whew. All right. Let's jump back to the story. We pushing through because the time is ticking. The time is ticking. All right. Let's go. They might have been boric acid tabs. I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't remember what they were, but they worked. They worked. That's all I know is they worked. Whew. They worked. Cause I'm not about that life. But you know, some boric acid tabs or whatever they were, they worked. Whew. All right, so let's continue forward.
Meanwhile, you can go to your lipo appointments, massages, you can go get your teeth appointments, you can go and take care of yourself, but you're not doing the same for your daughter. So this is why I'm saying something, because it needs to be said. And I care about that little girl. And I stood by thinking I can help and change and assist and guide. But then you shit on a very person who's done so much for you, who's genuinely been in your corner as your support system, through your flyaways, through you yelling at me, through you shouting at me, feel low about myself, me helping you with your child. You shit on a very person that was really genuinely in your fucking corner. And I would have never made this video, but you took it to the internet and you're allowing, and you know what? I am going to take your advice. You just actually told me a few days ago that I need to start showing vulnerability. I need to be more transparent with my followers. So I am. I'm being transparent with my followers today. And I'm letting you know that I've made a mistake in getting involved with somebody like that. And everybody saw the warning signs. A lot of people saw the warning signs. And I ignored them. And I take full responsibility and accountability in that. But now it is time for me to actually speak up and say what needs to be said.
Oh, the thing is not even on the screen. I'm looking at this. And it's not even on the screen. Let me just go back just a little bit. My bad, y'all.
Your lipo appointments, massages, you can go get your teeth appointments, you can go and take care of yourself, but you're not doing the same for your daughter. So this is why I'm saying something, because it needs to be said. And I care about that little girl. And I stood by thinking I can help and change and assist and guide. But then you shit on a very person who's done so much for you, who's genuinely been in your corner as your support system, through your flyaways, through you yelling at me, through you shouting at me, feel low about myself, me helping you with your child. You shit on a very person that was really genuinely in your fucking corner. And I would have never made this video, but you took it to the internet and you're allowing, and you know what? I am going to take your advice. You just actually told me a few days ago that I need to start showing vulnerability. I need to be more transparent with my followers. So I am. I'm being transparent with my followers today. And I'm letting you know that I've made a mistake in getting involved with somebody like that. And everybody saw the warning signs. A lot of people saw the warning signs. And I ignored them. And I take full responsibility and accountability in that. But now it is time for me to actually speak up and say what needs to be said and warn other women. Did you want to say something?
Now, y'all know I'm going to keep it real.
Wow, Yanni looks so pretty in this video. Oh, look at my sisters. All right, let's see.
A conversation about how she needs to take accountability because she was protecting her. But I also empathize with her position because we all know that this woman has a cult-like following. So she kind of felt trapped. But again, you know, the situation being what it is, and I'm listening to this live just like y'all. I didn't know all of this. I only knew bits and pieces. So she's telling you beginning to end her side of things, her story, her truth. And Black women are always saying, oh, no one believes a Black woman. No one believes a Black woman. Well, this is your time to exercise that. And it's really not to persuade you. It's for you to use your own judgment. We're not here to convince you of anything. It's for you to discern moving forward. It's up to you. She just came on here to speak her truth. And the accountability really starts with her protecting her to the point where she was overlooking things that jeopardized her integrity and was also taking a hit at her character, because we all know this makes her look bad too, because she went along with things. Yeah. You know, so we're not here to convince y'all. We're not here to persuade you in any type of way. Use your discernment moving forward. That's it. Yeah, that is it.
And this is to say that I'm going low. No, I'm finding my voice to speak up because I do care about women. I do love women. I get along when me and people go out. She verbatim said, when it was just me and other women talking, she was like talking to the men. And she verbatim told me, like, I don't really like talking to women like that. I like talking to men. She's like one of the guys. So she's not even in touch with her feminine side. And I do feel used. I feel like I was used as a trophy. I feel like she used my vulnerability. And it's hurtful because I know a lot of women have healed through her and she's helped a lot of women, but she is very much flawed and she's very emotionally abusive to women as well. The way she talks to y'all when she was getting onto y'all and that big fallout she had with y'all, she was going off on y'all, calling y'all stupid, calling y'all dumb, saying y'all are EU, saying she's up here and y'all are down here. Imagine how that shit was behind closed doors. I had to hear about how intelligent I am, even though I went to school, got my degree, worked hard for myself. Like, I'm in my career. Like, I have a full-blown real career in media. It's not easy being a Black woman doing what I do and being an award-winning journalist. I've had many opportunities to do a lot of great things, and I have not been able to share that with y'all. I got a promotion title and everything. I've been so private with myself because I'm trying to protect myself, right? But I think I'm doing a dishonesty by not being vulnerable with y'all and not being transparent. Like, y'all are owed that. Even the people that want to make fun of me during this live and think that it's funny and making a joke out of it, you can laugh at my pain, but I'll be the last one laughing when I get over this. Y'all want to silence me and silence my voice, and y'all want me to stop talking. Y'all want me to leave my platform behind and want to say I lost my credibility. No, me taking accountability is not me losing my credibility. If anything, that lets y'all know that I do care about the collective. I care genuinely about women. And I don't want y'all being led. She's telling y'all to live a life she can't live her damn self. She can't be alone. We just fell out a whole week ago where we quote unquote broke up. And a few days later, she got a whole new girlfriend, a woman that she met a whole fucking week ago. And she took her daughter out there to be around a bunch of women she's never met before. And she left her daughter with women that she doesn't know. So she does not protect her daughter. And I would not stand by. If something happened to that little girl, I don't want to be responsible for not speaking up. So this is proof of me speaking up and speaking my truth. And you're not going to silence me by saying, don't bring up my child, don't bring up my child. No, I'm trying to protect that little girl because I love that little girl. I bought her Christmas gifts. I spent money on her. I bought her Valentine's Day gifts because you don't do none of that shit for her. You don't celebrate holidays, nothing. You don't do nothing. You don't even buy her nothing for Christmas. But I made sure she had a gift under my fucking tree. She had a gift with my tree. She opened up presents with my children. And you want to sit here and make it seem like I'm just this dishonest person. I love children. I don't play about kids. I don't play about my kids. And I didn't play about your child. I don't like how you don't feed her. I don't like how you give her fast food every fucking day. I don't like how you take care of yourself and make sure you get a bath. She ain't got no bath for a few days. She's wearing the same thing over and over again because she ain't had no bath. You're not training her. You're not teaching her. You're not instilling inside of her. And it's wrong because you want to shame boy mothers and boy moms loving their sons over their daughters, but you loving social media over yours. You love the clout and money over your own child. Because if you was really pouring into, you would live the life that you live. Y'all know. And for the ones that's in denial right now, think back on any time she was on live and it was late at night. You heard that girl playing. Every time she came in there, she was begging for her mama's attention. And she, go on now. Then she realized, like, oh, people looking, and play with her. Be like, okay, get on my face. That girl has autism. She needs to be in programs. P is lying when she say, any mother who has children of autism can say that it's not hard getting your child diagnosed.
We have a person in the comments talking about speaking in the manosphere. From the one little video I saw, she was arguing with them, arguing the woman's point. So I see that we have some people here who have their own agenda. Listen, my agenda for you is to look for your own self-love lessons. At the end of the day, these women are going to live their lives and go off. But what is going to be your takeaway that's going to make your life better? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting people in timeout because what we're not going to do is we're not going to try to take over my broadcast, right? We're not going to do that. I understand and I love the engagement. Continue to comment, but don't be disruptive, right? Don't be disruptive.
All you got to do is be consistent. It doesn't take years for you to get your child diagnosed. It took you years to get your child diagnosed because that wasn't a priority for you. Taking your child to the doctor was not a priority for you. Getting her the help that she needed so she wouldn't be so delayed in her speech was not a priority for you. Can I ask you now, do you even have her in a program? Because since I've been talking to you, I haven't heard not one thing about that child getting the help that she needs so she won't be so behind in life. Stop doing her like that.
Ouch. That's sad. Now look, this is a huge accusation right here. This is a huge accusation. Is the child in programs or is she not? This is the accusation. Is the child in programs?
Speaking up for the voiceless. I'm speaking up for the voiceless and I'm speaking up for her. I'm not doing this to be low. I'm doing this because I was there helping you. And I know people are going to sit back and not do nothing. Just like they've been doing. They saw that girl up asking for pizza when we first got into it. You know, what's Amaya's favorite food? Pizza, pancakes, eggs, bacon. You know why? Because I found out that she loves pancakes, eggs, and bacon. And I said, why don't you get up in the morning? Your daughter's been begging you to cook for her. Why don't you get up in the morning and make sure you fix her some breakfast in the morning so she can at least eat? Then the little girl is so independent. She's so smart. You know, she goes in there and feed herself and she'll eat stuff. And then P get off alive and start yelling at her, why did you eat all my watermelon? I'm like, well, what did she eat today? She ate earlier. Earlier, what time? It's midnight. What time did she eat? The little girl is feeding herself. That's neglectful. It's neglectful. Stop neglecting your child for social media. It ain't worth it, because that little girl's gonna grow up and resent you. She's already got an attitude with you now, but she has such a pure soul, a pure spirit. She's gonna smile and she loves you, and you know she loves you. But you don't play with her. You don't spend time with her. You don't do enough for that child. So you can't come and pour into women, and you're not pouring into the little girl that you're raising into a woman. And for those who want to, and then she just lie. Like, she do have to.
Yeah, tell Princella to come on and give her side. Princella, I see she's doing videos on TikTok talking about it. I allowed Princella on my platform before, and I am extending an invitation to her to come on and talk. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm extending an invitation to B. Taylor as well. If you want to come on and you want to talk, but when we talk, I really want to hear about the self. That's what I want to hear. And look, so go ahead and tell Princella I'm inviting her, because you all are really good with getting into people's comments and saying, oh, you need to have Princella on. Oh, you need to have Princella on. Let's see if you can have that same energy to go back and tell Princella to come on. Get Princella to come on and tell her side. If there's anything that you all know about me, you know that I'm fair. I don't kiss anyone's fanny. And that's for the people in America, because England got a whole different relationship with the word fanny.
The capabilities of lying, because when she was on live smoking and said it was CBD, and all y'all was, it was CBD, it was CBD. I was in her house. That was not no CBD. That was not CBD. It was exactly what everybody thought it was.
So so these are the things that you're witnessing, and yet, I mean, you're going to have to atone to yourself for the participation that you had in this situation. And you're really going to have to find out from yourself, what were you gaining that you stayed in a situation where you're saying all of these things were taking place?
Even her own father was like, it smelled like weed in here. Like, when he came to go pick her up, the little girl was losing weight because she was not eating properly. She was always getting sick with fevers, and all you would do is just have her in a bed, be sleep. I genuinely do think Princella do love her daughter. I just don't think she knows how to parent her daughter. And all I thought was all she needed was a helping hand to help her out. So you could call this, oh, she's mad because I moved. Baby, you did the same thing. What you're doing to me, you did to the previous girlfriend. And what you did to the previous girlfriend, you did to the first girlfriend you had. You've been in 4 fucking relationships in a year. And y'all want to say I'm the problem? I've been in a long-term relationship and I left that. You've been in 4 different relationships a whole week ago, and now you in this whole new relationship with this other girl saying y'all are soulmates. Sounds very familiar. Sounds very familiar. You want to sit there and say, oh, it's in our cards that we're a match. You said the same thing about me. You said that we are soul tied together. You said that this was a connection you could not pass up. And you're saying the same thing to everybody on the live today about your new girl. And I just said,
you know something, Queen Shu Shui, you need to stop it. You need to stop it. Stop it.
What? Maybe the new girl will be the one to tell the truth. The new girlfriend is everything y'all thought I was. Y'all thought I was a clout chaser. Y'all thought I was an opportunist. Y'all thought that I was somebody who didn't give a fuck about what she was actually doing behind the scenes. Everything y'all thought I was is the new girl. She don't give a damn what P is doing and playing behind the scenes. She just wants the clout. She just wants to be the next first lady. She just wants to be the girl that everybody is like, oh my God. So for me, I have my own platform. I will continue to build my platform. I will continue to build the women. I will continue to share my healing journey. And this is a lesson learned. I don't want no woman to ever go through what I fucking been through for the past 6 months. I don't want nobody to experience that. You could be a woman or a man. That does not mean that you cannot be a narc. That does not mean.
Wait, 6 months. Wait a minute now. We in the 5th month of the year. And you said you all broke up in January. Hold on. I need to do the math on this. If this was a 7-month relationship and they broke up in January, how long was the relationship? All you math heads out there, listen, this is an algebra question for your ass. So if we are in the 5th month, it was a 7-month relationship and they broke up in January. What do we have? October? No, so we got November, December, January, February, March, April, May, November, December. January, they broke up. February, March, April, May. We're talking about a 3-month relationship. Please, people, do not claim each other on social media. And if you are with somebody for a month and they claim you on social media, break up with them immediately. Don't co-sign that shit. Don't co-sign it, because this is a learning lesson for us all.
I mean, you can't be manipulative. That does not mean you could be spiteful and evil. And I feel like I know for a fact, I went out with Yanni and them last night. I had so much fun. We had so much fun. It was men buying us shots. They was buying us drinks. They was all up in our face. We were turning them down. It was a blast. I had so much fun. And while I was having fun, you were a witness to it. This was just yesterday. What happened yesterday?
What happened?
She witnessed her calling me, but she wants to get online as if like I'm this hurt, wounded person that's chasing after her, but you're calling me and you're mad that I didn't call you back. I get on my TikTok live because I'm drunk. I'm feeling good. Men was sending me cash apps. They didn't pay for our drinks, our round of drinks. They was sending me cash apps. We was all having fun. I went home, I'm feeling good, I'm jamming, I'm having fun. It's a dude in the chat that's like, let me take you on vacation, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So I'm like laughing, joking with him. And then the next day she gets on her live today, which is today. She gets on her live. Before she can even introduce her book, she can't help but to be petty and say, I'm gonna tell y'all who I am. I date women. I'm dating.
Go ahead. This is my challenge to you. Call people names in my chat. Call people names. I'm looking at the chat. Call people names. This is my challenge. If this is what you want to do, I've already given the rules in the beginning of the broadcast. If you weren't here for that, that's not my problem. Go ahead. Call people names.
Women, and I have a girlfriend right now. So then my phone started blowing up because people was like, damn, you and P back together? I'm like, hell no, what's going on? And they're like, oh, she online saying she's with somebody. So I hop in the chat and she's like, yeah, I got a girlfriend. So I'm not gonna lie, you're trying to publicly get into that whole narrative that you pumped and dumped me and that you moved on to the next thing. This is what narcs do. They gotta move on to the next person to show the world that they weren't the problem. She wants to make me look like the problem because I'm not jumping on the next person. I'm not jumping on the next opportunity that comes my way. I'm not crying on this man's or woman's shoulder to hop on the next day.
I'm sorry, I have to say something. Everyone keeps saying the manosphere. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
The manosphere. Who fucking cares? Nobody cares. Stop listening to them. My God.
Yeah.
I'm tired of y'all saying, man, who fucking cares?
This is not for the manosphere. The manosphere was talking about this before they even knew what the hell happened. They was going to talk about this if we would have peacefully ended it and she wouldn't have been petty and took it to the internet.
What credibility do they have? None.
I blocked her. Y'all see me wearing all black. This is a funeral. She is dead to me. She is dead to me. When I tell you this is a whole funeral, she's dead to me. She would never have access to me again. And people say,
What? How did we get here? Oh, nobody's supposed to be here. Come on.
say, why was she was calling you so much? Why would you pick up? Because it was a part of me still attached to her. Of course, I didn't know this person for 6 months. I didn't love on your daughter. I didn't travel with you. I didn't spend time with you. I cared about you. I genuinely supported you. I didn't get no money from her. Ain't no money out of this. Ain't no clout out of this. None. At the end of the day, this is somebody that was hurt and betrayed. I was betrayed. I was manipulated into thinking like I've been dealing with men and it just have not been working. She came off as this person that was really genuinely caring about women. Why would I think she would react like this? Why would I think that she would behave like this? Why would I think that she would end up turning this into what it turned into? I would never have thought that. But it did, just that. So I have a right to speak out and defend myself, and my voice will no longer be silent. I can't pretend that everything is fine. I can't pretend that my feelings wasn't hurt, that somebody I trusted got online to spin a narrative about me as a notch on her belt. As a notch on her belt when baby you were the munch. There is no pumping and dumping. There is no tools that were used. So you can get online and spin a narrative. This is the last time I would ever speak about Princella. I would never, whatever y'all do after this, that's on y'all. God removed me out that situation. God freed me from that situation. And I knew it was time for it to end because I had no real fucking peace. She want to talk about, oh, she brought me so much turmoil, but you making songs for me. You trying to munch on me. You trying to kiss on me. You want to do things with me. And even just this weekend, she's like, when I found out she was dealing with somebody, just started dealing with this person like literally a few days ago, and now all of a sudden that's your girlfriend. The dysfunction, the codependency for me is so dysfunctional. You're love bombing your new girl just like you love bomb me. You hitting up the psychic hotlines for confirmation. Like, them psychics can't read me because I had a reading today. So them psychics cannot read me. So you want to sit there.
I'm disappointed about that. I'm sorry. I'm
What?
disappointed. The psychic hotline, come on now. They be taking your money.
Yeah.
Not the
Yeah.
psychic hotline.
Yeah. What happened to Dana B? Dana orchestrated the trip with her new girlfriend, Jasmine, who's a new girlfriend named Jasmine, just Jazz, something like that. She's not like an influencer, so nobody even know who she is. But I just know that her name is Jasmine. And apparently something happened with Dana, but Dana is saying no, Jasmine was also a part of this. But then Jasmine got in P ear, like, no, they're bullying me, they're trying to drag me in this, help me, save me. So here go, oh, I need it. I need to rescue a woman. Here I go. This is my new woman. She a baddie. She's this, she's that. Yeah, I got her. I'm gonna protect. Like, P is calling me talking about, don't trust Dana. If Dana hits up Yanni, tell her, like, first of all, what was said about Yanni? Why are you bringing up Yanni's name? She's like, oh, she's being messy. She's gonna be reaching out to Yanni about some stuff. About what? Why are you involving her? What did you went and took your daughter with this woman that you say is a weirdo, and you left your daughter with her alone. You left your daughter alone with some women you do not know.
Here.
Okay. So
I
got an email,
something
and it was from a
for
woman,
the
and she wanted me
last
to expose
time.
Priscilla. I still have the email. I still have it saved. I'm not going to bring it up because it's just not necessary. But apparently this woman had a cult. This was before YouTube. And with the cult that she started, there are women that are victims of this cult. And they've been looking for a platform to like come out and speak their truth. I didn't feel comfortable getting involved at that time because I was just trying to get to know Priscilla. I didn't know her.
Wait.
You know,
Hold
people,
on.
they lie on
Halt. Hold on. Let me come back now. Whoa. Rewind the rhythm, Maya.
I still have the email. I still have it saved.
What email? What email we talking?
I got her. I'm gonna protect. Like, P is calling me talking about, don't trust Dana. If Dana hits up Yanni, tell her. Like, first of all, what was said about Yanni? Why are you bringing up Yanni's name? She's like, oh, she's being messy. She's gonna be reaching out to Yanni about some stuff. About what? Why are you involving her? What did you went and took your daughter with this woman that you say is a weirdo, and you left your daughter with her alone.
I tried that love thing for the last time.
Okay. So about a year ago, I got an email, and it was from a woman, and she wanted me to expose Priscilla. I still have the email. I still have it saved.
Oh.
I'm not going to bring it up because it's just not necessary. But apparently this woman had a cult. This was before YouTube. And with the cult that she started, there are women that are victims of this cult. And they've been looking for a platform to like come out and speak their truth. I didn't feel comfortable getting involved at that time because I was just trying to get to know Priscilla. I didn't know her. And you know, people, they lie on people, you know, because they may see this person doing well, or they may see this person like, you know, gaining success and things like that. And I did not want to get involved. Y'all know that when it comes to my platform, I don't expose people. And this information was not on the internet yet. And so since it wasn't on the internet, I just didn't feel comfortable being the one to put that information out here. But then B. Taylor's telling me her story, and I read the email. There are several other victims. She is not the only one. And I know y'all don't want to see her as a victim. Don't. But there's a trail of situations.
Listen, if there's a trail of people that Princella has put her pussy on, this needs to be paid attention to. Like, this is, let me continue forward, because what people do with their vagina is not my business. It's not my business. However, if there's a pattern of behavior of a person having an insatiable sexual appetite for the people who are coming to them for help, this is cause for concern. I said that yesterday, that she has a Megan Goodish kind of look about her. It's the shape of her face. The shape of her face, and I think like the eye area and the skin tone. Not the lips so much, but she has a Megan Good shaped face.
And I'm pretty sure after this, you're going to see some more women coming out speaking their truth. Yeah. And don't dismiss them, because there's a few women out here that have a similar story. So I'm just...
You know what I'm going to say? I actually had a conversation with... I probably shouldn't say this. But there is research being done. So for the people who... Somebody contacted me because there is research currently being done about the expose that is going to come. That's all I'm going to say.
Just here to put that out here, which is why I'm involved, because I have a duty to protect my followers. I have a duty to protect Black women, the ones that are willing to take it. But yeah, like, this is bigger than just B. Taylor and what she experienced. This is just her side of the story. This is just what she went. This is what she went through. But there are some other women out here, so be prepared for that, because this is just the beginning. To be honest, you're going to see some other women come out and speak their truth as well. So
yeah, it's been some women where it's like when people meet her, I noticed that when they work with her, they always end up falling out with her. She falls out with every single fucking person she works with. Every person she works with, and it's never her fault. The way she dogs and trash her first girlfriend, saying she was crazy. And I've heard, for some reason, I think her ex-girlfriend accidentally called her son accidentally called her, and he called her back on the phone, like, yeah, like playing this role, like trying to big up herself. And I was like, you was on the phone with your ex acting like that? Like, why would you acting like that? She was like, no, because you got to talk to her that time. You got to talk to her a certain way. You got to talk to her a certain way. You know, I guess her first girlfriend kind of like played her, you know, because she was like the munch in that relationship, and so she had some resentment to her. And then it's just always everybody's fault. She can't really say much about the second girlfriend, because the second girlfriend gracefully was like, well, if you want an open relationship, okay. Well, if you want to do this, okay. Well, if you don't want to talk to me, okay. Like, she was kind of bowing out gracefully and just took the L in silence. And she didn't live in the same state. But you know, now she like I said, it's red flags all there, and I hope more women do speak up. The ones that have been involved with her, I feel like you do have the courage to speak up, and don't be scared to speak up. Don't be scared of the bullying, and people want to say this is messy, but women voices have always been silenced, and it's just sad that women are not open for other women to speak about their experiences with this person.
And I know you ladies have been scared. Hell, I was scared. Shit, I'm just being honest. I was scared because I was like, man, I can't do this. I didn't want her followers on my page. I didn't want her followers to come attacking me because they saw her in such a high light and they put her on a pedestal.
I mean, women would cry, and I would ask her, like, how does it feel when women are crying and saying how much you saved their life? And she goes, I don't feel anything. She don't feel anything. I said, well, I would cry with my audience if they telling me that I saved their life. I'll be crying with them. And she's like, I don't feel anything. I mean, I guess I can just kind of like understand, you know, it's just the work that I do. It's just the work that I do. So she don't even care about y'all crying and stuff. Like, she don't care. She don't have empathy. She literally says she doesn't feel in her body. She doesn't feel empathy. So if you're crying, she just gonna look at you like, that doesn't do nothing for me. And how she talks to y'all, I feel like it's Stockholm syndrome, because the way she talks to y'all on TikTok, y'all think it's love, and she puts it out there like, I talk to y'all because
somebody said maybe I'm old, but she's talking fast. I have it sped up to like 1.5 speed because it's a 3-hour video. We spent 3.5 hours yesterday talking about it. We've been on for 2.5 hours tonight. I'm just trying to get through it, so I'm speeding.
That is manipulative. That's what a pimp says to his.
Wait, what did she say?
That's what a pimp.
Wait, what did the pimp say?
And care about y'all crying and stuff. Like, she don't care. She don't have empathy. She literally says she doesn't feel in her body. She doesn't feel empathy. So if you're crying, she just gonna look at you like, that doesn't do nothing for me. And how she talks to y'all, I feel like it's Stockholm syndrome, because the way she talks to y'all on TikTok, y'all think it's love, and she puts it out there like, I talk to y'all because I love y'all. That is manipulative. That's what a pimp says to his
tricks.
His tricks. That's what a pimp. Yeah. That's what a pimp says to their tricks. And she calls y'all just that. She look at y'all like that. And the fact that people are shaping this as I lost my train of thought. I don't know where my mods are at.
Don't read the comments.
Oh, I'm not reading the comments. I just saw one that was like, where's the mods? They said just mind me up. Sorry, I would, but I'm like very concentrated. I don't want to get on my YouTube.
But we do encourage the other women to come forward. It's your time to speak. So go ahead.
They don't have a platform. They don't have a big platform. They don't have a voice. If they made a video about Princella, it probably didn't get that many views. And Princella would even say that, oh, I don't care about that video. It got like only a couple of hundred views. They're like roaches. I don't care. But I got my own platform. I have my own platform that I work very hard for it. And I have a voice. And I have every right to speak up. You did. I let you get in my head. And the only person that has to pay for that price is myself. And I will take accountability in that. I'm no victim in this. But what I'm not going to do is sit back and not tell what needs to be said, because what I was trying to do was trying to convince her to think differently in how she talks about women, how she say, I hope all these things happen to women, and how they get their head knocked off, and I can't wait till the world ends and everybody get wiped out and all this stuff. It's on some like Machiavelli type, Thanos type dark energy. And this is not just, and she want to say like all the things that she's done for me. There's a lot of things I've done for her. Material things don't mean nothing. Did I learn a lot? I did learn a lot. I learned a lot about myself, and I learned a lot about myself even in the aftermath of it. So
someone was in the chat. She said she was gonna show up. She's in the chat.
Oh, hey Simone. Yeah, I had a reading today, and it was confirmation that there's just demonic energy attached to her. And
we went to a healer.
Yes, a healer,
not a psychic, but
yes.
A healer. There's a difference. and I need the girls to understand it. We went to a healer. We didn't do this live all willy-nilly.
No.
We did a whole routine before we did this live. Okay, so there was just a lot that went into this. We were guided to do this live. This was not done just on a whim. We were guided.
It was very,
so
yeah. It was. I did not want to speak because I still wanted to protect her. I still was gonna allow myself to get dragged and torn down, and she would have been okay with that. She would have been okay with me being torn apart.
It's time for the next dance break. That came quickly, didn't it? Let me put 10 more minutes on there. Let me put 10 more minutes. Oops, let me reset. 10 minutes. 10 minutes, we're going to have a dance break.
Being
I'm
labeled
tired.
as somebody who needs work when she needs a lot of fucking healing. I've asked her, what did you do to heal yourself? Just learn the truth.
Don't speak on her. Let her have her truth.
Yeah.
Let her have her truth.
Yeah.
You just have yours.
Yep.
But that's pretty much it, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. At the end of the day, this is for you to discern. You have, how long is this live? Almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
Y'all do what y'all want to do with this information.
Yes.
I think the only other thing, were there any questions that y'all had for her?
Let me see.
Any questions?
If you have any questions, just go ahead and drop them. If they move in too fast, I don't know if y'all want to send like a little super chat to highlight it, but I can't see everybody's thing. But yeah, just be respectful. Should I read the super chats? I don't know. It's too much. Thank y'all for the
way too much. Oh my goodness.
I'll just call out names to thank you, Miss Parker, Valerie, Dr. Keith, Omni.
I put it up to
Independent Free Girls Support Group.
2x.
Joanna Washington, Independent Free Girls. Thank you again. Lauren Mack. Oh my God, Taz. I don't know. He don't like me, but thank you. Kate.
I don't think he don't like. I think he's indifferent about you.
Yeah, I think
I think he's indifferent about me too. It's all good.
You know what? Although he was going in, I do thank Taz for not coming at me too hard. But it also made me realize like I'm emanating on here to be responsible, and that's one thing that Tad did say. I hope Taylor do speak out and not let her get away with this. And so I do appreciate the people that kind of gave me the ammunition and confidence to do speak out. So I don't have no beef with you. BB, thank you. Valerie W, thank you. Showdown, thank you. Trigger Mike, thank you. Desiree, Queen Sheba, Christy Borders.
All right, so the rest of it you can watch on her channel. She's going to answer questions from the fans now. So we made it through the bulk of the expose. All right, I'm so sleepy now at this point. Okay. What is the takeaway for yourself in your life? What is your takeaway? What is your self-love lesson? Right? So I see a lot of people focusing on B, focusing on P. I really just want you to focus on you. I'm not even in the screen right now. Let me move my thing over. Or I could just go like this, just because we're done watching the video. So I want you all to focus on, I'm tired. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Because I like to go to bed at 10. I go to bed with the meridians of the sun. It is now 11:30. And so Empress is saying it smells like lawsuit to me. I guarantee you there won't be a lawsuit. I bet you there won't. Because in order to sue a person for what? Slander, you have to prove that what it is that they said is a lie and that they did it, that they lied intentionally for XYZ reason. So ain't gonna be no lawsuit, ain't gonna be none, because everything and anything that this woman is saying, anything and everything that this woman is saying, a person is going to have to prove that what she said was a lie. That is. And so Pastoria is saying, what is there to take away? B knew exactly what she was getting into with P. She just got a little more than she bargained for. Let me tell you something, how I feel about my self-love lessons. This is something that I take very seriously on my channel. There is no reason for you to come here if all you want to do is just sip tea and gossip. I am challenging you to look within yourself for the self-love lesson for you. If you need an example of what that self-love lesson can be, because I gave some examples earlier, an example could be about the boundaries that you want to set in your life, about the red flags that you're going to pay attention to, about the situations that you jumped into head first even though you knew you were making a mistake. But what is your overall takeaway? Don't play with me. Get these self-love lessons. Start thinking of what the self-love lesson is. We're going to take our dance break. Then I'm going to read the apples. And then we're going to go over the self-love lessons. If you want to get a notification whenever I go live, join the text notification squad. It's $1.99 a month plus fees, and you get a text whenever I go live. That way you don't have to worry about these websites, these platforms, whether they unsubscribe you from me or hide me in your feed. None of that matters. Every time I go live, you will get a text. Not only that, we have a group behind the scenes where we meet up and we talk. All of this for $1.99 or $26 for $26, I believe, for the year, because it's the 22 plus the fees, which comes out to about $26 for the year. All right. So I am so sleepy, but we're going to put on some music. We're going to get up and we're going to move. Prestoria is saying Princella is a whole walking red flag. Okay, but make it about you. Make it about you, because to you, she's a red flag. But what red flags in your life are you? What is the commitment you're going to make to yourself about red flags? All right. So let's get a song on and let's see what we have. Let's see what we have.
Every day I see miserable people.
Oh, we listened to this one already. We listened to that one already. Let's see what this one is.
Tell them no, 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 no.
All right, listen. Tell them no.
No, no, no.
Come on, get up out of your seat.
You've been trying to cater to all the needs. You've been feeling guilty for so long. Maybe they're not friends, they are enemies.
So let's just
Don't you tell them yes, tell them get lost. Cause every time you go and ask for help, they say sorry, but I'm busy. So you end up doing it yourself. Ooh, hold up, baby, don't take it. It ain't friendship if they just fake it. You don't need to put up with their bullshit. Tell them no, 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 no. Hold up, baby, don't stress it. It ain't worth it, you won't miss it. You don't need to put up with their bullshit. Tell them no, 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 no,
when
no.
somebody
They don't have
try to
respect for
lick
your
your cat,
boundaries.
but you're not
All you
down
need to
with that.
close to
What
the
do you
edge
tell them?
now. Only thing they got is toxicity. Think you need a cleanse, clear the out. You got the facts, but they ain't got yours. You've done enough, but they still want more. You've
When
been a
someone
good
starts
friend
playing an
to the
adult film
core.
in the bed next to you, you're not down with that. What do you tell them?
It ain't friendship if they just fake it. You don't need to put up with their bullshit. Tell them no, 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 no. Hold up, baby, don't stress it. It ain't worth it, you won't miss
So
it.
tired,
You
y'all.
don't need to put up with their
I'm so
bullshit. Tell
tired.
them no, 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 no. You gotta put yourself first.
Listen. All right. Let me stop my alarm. Let me check. So we have, let's check the apple that we have. Carlissa sends $10 and says, P is the type of lesbian that targets straight women. Man, to see if they can convert the woman. Oh, man. All right. Ooh, okay. All right. Listen, it's about time for us to jump into the self-love lessons. So let me tell you all how to structure your self-love lessons. This is how we structure. From the video that we watched tonight, I want you all to take a listen to the calling inside your spirit. What is your spirit telling you that you need to change, shift, do differently in your life, right? So I want you to speak your self-love lesson from the positive affirmative. What is it that you want in your life? Are you going to now set new boundaries, pay attention to red flags, and you're going to state it from the positive affirmative? You're not going to use words like not, don't, never. So the people who are familiar with my show, they're going to start with the SLLs. So go ahead. If you want me to read your comment out loud, type SLL and just do your self-love lesson. Type out what your self-love lesson is, and I'll read it on the screen if you put SLL in the front. All right, so go ahead. I'll give you all your... So there's a person that says stop giving this and this and that, right? So we don't want to use words like stop, not, no, non, never. We're not going to use those. We're going to talk about what it is that we do want. So the people who are familiar with the self-love lesson, okay, so Cookie is thinking about it. Okay, take your time, But remember, your self-love lesson has to be stated from the I or me point of view. I will always believe what people tell me about themselves. Okay, see, that's her self-love lesson. Okay. I am grateful that I walk away from unhealthy connections due to my self-improvement. I attract healthy relationships that serve me well. The work is worthwhile. Yes, yes. I will use discernment when engaging in new relationships, set boundaries, and keep situations where they were when I initially made them. Okay. I attract healthy, okay, going by quick. Trust my God-given discernment. Turn it to the I, me, not the you, your, I, me. I will continue to establish healthy boundaries. I will always use my voice. I will take care of me. I'm focusing on encouraging myself and loving myself. I will heal in between relationships. My intuition is here to protect me. I will look within for answers and use my mistakes as learning experiences to treasure, respect, and protect my personal boundaries. Trust myself and my intuition. Make it clear for myself. I see the word not, so write that over, but take the word not out and just type it from the positive affirmative. I have discernment, the connection in my life. I will continue to evaluate my boundaries and adjust as necessary. I plan to continue to stay true to my morals, values, and principles. I see the word not, so take the word not out. I will only subject my body to what resonates with my spirit. Yes. I will continue to be very meticulous and careful with who I allow in my life. Yes. I am the architect of my own reality. I am my own sovereign. I will always keep my body in check when it wants me to rush, when I should take my time. Yes. I see the word never, so take out words like never, don't, not. Take those words out and only talk about what you do want. I attract healthy, supportive relationships that are reciprocal. Pour so much love into myself that I take the word never out, rewrite that, and let's talk about what you do want, okay? Okay, I will continue to eat the meat and spit out the bones. Okay, or eat the fruit and spit out the seeds. I will trust in my God-given discernment. Perfect. Thank you for rewriting that. I will always put me first, always. I was telling somebody that yesterday. I was like, listen, if it comes to somebody else being happy and I miserable, I will choose myself every time. I am my own guru. I see I will no longer, so take the word no out and talk about what you do want, okay? Talk about what you do want. Rewrite that self-love lesson, because that's an affirmation that we are speaking. Our words are powerful, especially when we say I am. This is an affirmation that we're putting out there into the universe. I am my own guru. That right there is a whole word right there. I will be the friend that I want to be to others and only allow those who will do the same. Yes. Yes, I love that. Yes. Yes, I love that. Because when you are a good friend to other people and you're a good friend to yourself, you only allow certain things in your realm. You only allow those things. I will discern, trust my instincts, and adhere to red flags. Yes, 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 yes. All right, so I'm going to wait for a few more self-love lessons, and then I am going to give the lesson that I've learned from listening to this, and then go forward from there. You know, I got to give it to, listen, it takes a tremendous amount of courage to come out into the public and speak your version of the truth, especially when it makes you look bad. So my hat goes off to B. Taylor for speaking her story, even though there were parts that made her look bad. So my joy is my birthright. I will always love myself the same way I do at my happiest every day. I like that. I will talk about what I want so that only that will come to me. I know that's right. I know that's right. Yes, yes. I will always trust my women's intuition. Yes, 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 yes. All right, so I'm tired and I'm going to jump out of here. I will always allow myself the gift of freedom, emotional, financial, physical, and spiritual. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm a powerful creator and I attract whatever I wish. I love that. I love that. All right. So my self-love lesson from today, right? Oh, I can't right now. Let me put on some slow music. Noche Bueno. Where's my Noche Bueno song? Control, find, Noche. Where's the, what the, Control F, Noche. I don't see, Noche is not on here. I wonder if they removed the song. There it is. All right, there we go. All right.
Una noche pensando en ti.
All right, so listen, my self-love lesson from today's video is about what is the way that I have learned new about loving myself. I will say this, right? One of the realizations that I came to about new ways that I can love myself is to think about the stories that I've told about the people that I've dated and look for what it is that I gained, because we all gain something in a relationship, and really flesh that out. Why did I stay? What was it that I gained? How was I benefiting? My self-love lesson is to look at myself and how I participated and what I got from it, and to really explore that. That is my self-love lesson. So thank you all so much for coming out. I am going to have a good night. My head feels like my hair. All right, I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you all so much for coming out.
Baby, valió la pena en estos momentos duros. Mi corazón no puede más, mis ojos no podían ver la verdad frente a mí, baby, ya, baby, ya. Una noche más, tranquilo, una noche más, cómodo, una noche más, tranquilo, una Tranquilo, una noche más. Cómodo, una
A book of the self-love lessons would be great. Wow.
una noche